opportunities with see your value. You see how I'm sitting right here, and everybody you just named is sitting right here with me. My partners are sitting right here. Everywhere I go, my partners are with me. If I'm in Dubai, my partners are with me. Africa, if I'm in Dubai, if I'm in Ghana, you there with me. Because I'm a rep this set. You got to show your partners how valuable you are.
That's right.
Do you just do what's required? And everybody you just named is sitting right here with me. I want to go above and beyond.
I never ran from anything because I never had nobody to go to. I've always had that where I'm going. Home to get me. Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself. So
let me tell you what comes on the road to success. If recently, at any point in the last 12 months, you've experienced doubt, if you have a lot of fear or anxiety on the road you're on, or if you've experienced those emotions recently about what you're doing, you feeling like an imposter, like you have imposter syndrome, like nobody knows, I don't really know what I'm doing. You're on the road that I think you should be on, the right road, the road less traveled.
Surround yourself with people that's just as hungry and eager to learn, eager to succeed as you are. And don't let nobody talk you out of your vision because they can't see it. I think that's the biggest mistake I ever made because, you know, we all have visions, each and every last one of us. Every human being on earth has a purpose and has a vision or something that they can contribute. It comes to us first by way of a vision, something that you see in your mind, an idea that you have. Nobody else had it, it's yours. And the first thing we usually do is go to our peers and go to the people around us and tell them of our vision. And because they don't have the same vision or they don't believe that they could achieve, properly execute this vision. First thing they say, no, man, you can't do that. What you won't do that for, man? Ain't nobody did. And the first thing we do is like, damn, that might be a dumb idea. Let me just. And then a year later, you'll see another motherfucker who just done got shot through the roof doing the exact same thing that you just said.
I wanted to be a gangster. I'm a thug, but I'm a nice person. I'm a thug by survival. I have to be to survive, not because I want to be. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to survive. I want to make money. I want to be in business.
How do the people you want opportunities with see your value? You see how I'm sitting right here, and everybody you just named is sitting right here with me. My partners are sitting right here. Everywhere I go, my partners are with me. If I'm in Dubai, if I'm in Africa, if I'm in Morocco, if I'm in Ghana, you there with me. Because I'm a rep this set. You got to show your partners.
All right, forget it. Forget it. Jesus. Come on, get focused. Get focused. Man, my camera. You gonna focus? Focus? We still out of focus. Oh my goodness. Camera. Focus. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I was trying to actually fix something and I got caught up in the process. You're like, Henry, what was that? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? It's Sunday. It's a chill day. It's a somber day. Just got done doing some goddamn yard work and all that good stuff. And lo and behold, here I am back streaming yet again, trying to get everything organized, all that good stuff. Am I prepared? A little bit more prepared than last time. But I do have a great stream for you today. I can close this down because that got leaked. What are we talking about today? Let me go to my notes. Big action-packed show today. I'm talking like balls to the wall, all that good stuff. Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. Everything went smooth. If you've been watching me on my Insta, you will know what the hell I've been up to out here painting and ish, like the stream here. Let's go to my Insta real quick. Let's go to my Insta. Jesus, I don't even got the goddamn OBS up. This how I be messing up. This how I be messing up, man. I be streaming and not watching what the hell I'm doing. and then I get caught up. I think I showed you all this when my daughter was trolling my ass. My daughter is a straight troll. Hucking this on my head while I'm just minding my business. You know, like I was damn near asleep when she when she put that shit on my head. I'm dozing off and shit. What am I supposed to do? This look like timeout. You want timeout? That's her little voice. Bless my daughter. So, and then, you know, I was out here painting and shit. Doing a little splatter job out in these streets, just trying to relieve some stress, if you will. You know, every now and then you got to go relieve some stress. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And the final product. All right, chat. The Henry splatter board is loading for y'all. Hope y'all
Scrub in the background about to get me demonetized.
like what the hell? There go me. You know, showing my teeth. You know, paint all on my face. All that good stuff. Hopefully everyone else had a good weekend. What the hell is this selfie? You know, it is what it is. But anywho, what do I have on today's show today? Let me pull up my list. God damn, we got a lot. We have a lot. We have to talk about Halle Berry's divorce, Kelly Clarkson's divorce, Mary J. Blige's divorce, Madonna's divorce. We talking about women paying men, guys. You know, normally you gotta
get my bag and run.
You know that? But sometimes it's the men who can actually, you know, get their bag and run. And then, you know, when that shit happens, all of a sudden men are broke. Men need to get a job. All that good stuff.
The stream.
Yes. Thank you for my man Dust for the super chat. Everybody on YouTube like the stream. But we're gonna be talking about that. What else are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about kids going to school. My daughter going to school next week. I got that coming up. We're gonna give you a Fousey update because his ass is in the goddamn loony bin. They 5150'd his ass, and he's giving y'all a little, just a small update, if you will, a small update. But yeah. Men getting paid out. You like Henry, what do you mean men getting paid out? Like, guys, you guys probably have no idea what was the largest divorce settlement paid to a man. And it's probably to a guy that most of you films you have watched. And you like, Henry, no way. But look, guys, you know, when it comes to this stuff,
dig, bro. You like to dig.
I go deep. I went deep. I had time to prep. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Destiny. Is he right or wrong about the red pill? You know what I'm saying? When are you getting the Trump court docs? Those documents are out there, man. Like, when it comes to Trump, I could have gotten the court docs. However, they are already out there. You could just Google Trump court docs and they'll pop up. Other people have covered them. I'm not like a political channel, if you will, but you know, I don't know if there's enough interest. You know, people on this channel really just come to see if XQC is married. They're not like, hey, can you get those Trump court docs so we can go over this RICO charge? Can you?
Nope.
No one cares about Trump. In my audience, I don't think. But if there's some large demand, then sure. And we're going to talk about Destiny. You know, I'm not some debate guy. Will I talk to Destiny? Hell yeah, I would talk to Destiny. We're going to talk about, you know, his wife's criminal charges, allegedly. And if he's right or wrong about red pill. Guys, you know I'm fucking red pill to the core. What the hell is derp? Oh my goodness, guys. Y'all start speaking Twitch on me in the goddamn audience. Y'all know, like, you know my old ass don't know what derp is. Spell that shit out for me. Is that an acronym or something? I don't know. But let's get into who do you think had the largest payout as a man? Anyone. Does anyone even know how much money a man got from his wife in a goddamn divorce? People like zero clue. Some people like, wait. Men can get money in divorce? What if I told you there's a man very famous who got $76 million from his ex-wife? $76 million. You would be like, no way. No way. Ain't you'll be telling me,
boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
76 M's.
Boy, ain't no way.
Put the 76s in the goddamn chat. We up. We are up today. Look, we about to kick all these women's back in. Sorry to my female listeners. But y'all gonna have to pay. And when I say pay, I'm not talking lightly. I'm talking like pay. You like, all right, man, Henry, you fucking bullshitting us. Ain't no man walking this goddamn green earth got $76 million from their ex-wife. Well, I hate when I say well. What if they use that $76 million to go on to create become one of the best movie directors this world has ever seen? You like, wait, who? Henry, you're teasing too much, man. Who is it? Who is it? He's one of my favorite directors. And he's actually created one of my favorite movies of all time. Oh, Chad, no. Chad got it. Winner, chicken dinner. Guy Ritchie, who was once married to none other than Madonna. That's right. I know she looking a little crazy now. I would Google her, but I might, pull up a picture with her ass hanging out with her $3 BBL. But look, let's hear it out. No, we skipping ahead. We skipping ahead.
Madonna has settled her divorce with ex-husband Guy Ritchie. The spokeswoman says as part of the settlement, Ritchie gets at least $76 million.
$76 million goddamn dollars, y'all. Goddamn, boy. She was the first one to pay. She was the pioneer of paying her ex-husband. Pioneer, if you will. And thank you, Classy Beats, for the 5-month sub. Salute to you, man. If y'all want y'all music played or listed on Spotify, y'all better go check out my man Classy. But goddamn, look, I'll run it back for you guys. I'll run it back for you.
Madonna has settled her divorce with ex-husband Guy Ritchie. Her spokeswoman says as part of the settlement, Ritchie gets at least $76 million. The spokeswoman says that includes the value of the couple's country home in England. Madonna's rep also says Ritchie gets to keep their West London pub, the Punch Bowl. Custodial arrangements for their kids still have to be worked out. A representative for the filmmaker declined comment.
Yeah. Exactly, he declined comment. You're going to be like, what? Shit, boy. What was he going to say? Like, yeah, he he was going to say, yeah, we...
Gotta get my bag and run.
We did that. We did that. we got our bag and ran. Oh, boy. Hey, you got to do it.
To the legend HenryResilient, GOAT.
Thank you, No, salute to you, Classy. I'll be seeing your streams. I'll be up in there. Salute to you, Classy. Thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate you, man. On this Sunday evening. And he coach gang, But Guy Ritchie, 76 million, guys. What do you guys think? Is this fair or foul? And people say, is this real? Damn, no, this is not a joke. This is real, guys.
You haven't been to the movies in a while.
Because at the time, she was worth $400 million. $400 million at this time. He walked away with 76 of it.
Madonna and Ritchie have 2 kids, 8-year-old Rocco and 3-year-old David Banda, who was adopted from Malawi in 2006.
I'm pretty proud, yeah.
Madonna has a 12-year-old daughter, Lourdes, from a previous...
Look at her. That's when she was attractive and shit. Now she didn't cut up her face looking like the goddamn doll from Saw and shit. Wanna play a game?
Relationship. Madonna and Ritchie were married in a lavish ceremony at a Scottish castle 8 years ago. Laurie Neff, The Associated Press.
Damn. Got her ass. What do you think of that? Fair or foul? If it's foul, just put some fouls in the chat. If it's fair, just, hey, I thought it was, given the current climate back in the day, and this came out 14 years ago, guys. 14 years ago, December 15th, 2008, $76 million from Madonna to Guy Ritchie. He would go on to use that money to fund his movie career. People would tell him no. Hey, I got this idea called, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It was like,
Nope.
Nope. All right, what about this movie called Snatch?
Nope.
Make it yourself. All right, cool. I'm about to divorce my wife and fund my music career, and then we're out this bish. But, you know, you probably can never get them to comment on the $76 million because oftentimes when men take money from women, it's not good. It's not good. People don't like it. People hate it. All that good stuff. And we have a lot of stories. We have a lot of stories brewing, if you will. The next update, we're going to be going fast, guys. This is how we're going to do it. The orientation is going to be woman getting cashed out, Twitch. We're going to go back and forth so I could please my two audience. And then we'll do all the XQC updates at the end. And I'm thinking about doing an XQC court case review on Wednesday or Thursday. I suspect, this is me, full speculation, the 28th and 29th court dates are canceled. I suspect it. And what I think is naturally going to happen is on September 1st, you know, that was the hearing for the family violence case. That's when everything will take place. It was set for 2 days originally before, you know, the dockets got sealed too as well for some strange, stupid ass reason. Maybe someone's scared. And we'll do that. But let's give you a Fousey update, if you will. I know I got it saved somewhere up in this shit. All right, let's go Fousey. And look, guys, look, when you see my like tabs, don't go crazy and shit. Don't be like, hey, like who is this? Who is this? Like what? Joshua Thompson's peace leave? Like what the fuck? And you like, Henry, why in the hell would you save this, right? Look, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I saved it. Here's the thing. I think people know I've had some relationships, if you will, with women. And there's one woman I had a relationship with, and she had someone else's name tattooed in the tramp stamp. Whatever. And when I went to go, yeah, I mean, she didn't tell me. This shit caught me way off guard. So, you know, she doing her thing. She on top. I'm saying she doing her best. And then I'm like, hey, I'm about to hit it from the back. And she was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, let me, I'm saying, you know, get on all fours. Let me do my damn thing. She was like, she took a deep breath. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, I had to go to hit it. And all I see in big ass letters, it said another guy's name. And, you know, that guy actually died, so I'm not going to say his name. But what I did, if you know, it was the woman who was, if you've been following all my story times, remember I told you I was messing with this chick I worked with. She slid her number in my pocket. Next thing you know, the rest is history. All that good stuff. And then come to find out she was married. It was her husband's name and shit in her tramp stamp. I didn't know at the time. So all I did was took my big ass hand and went like this and was, you know, getting busy. Hey, shout out to Joshua Thompson and his peace sleeve. By the looks of this woman, it's probably not a high caliber woman, if you will. And that's just what it is. That is just what it is. But that's not the story I wanted to show y'all. I wanted to give y'all the Fousey update. Anywho. Let's check in on Fousey, guys. Let's check in on Fousey.
Really upset because I was hoping you guys would interact with me on Discord. I'm here with Bassam. But you guys are being really weird, so forget about it.
Interact with you on Discord, as in, like, I think attention, guys.
Just want to say hi. I miss y'all. I'm currently under, what's it called? This thing the cops put me under?
5150.
I forgot the name of the act. When you can't leave a mental hospital until you get clearance.
It's not a nice act.
It's not a nice act.
They probably, in all actuality, they put him on probably a 72-hour hold for observation, and they're probably, hopefully, going to release him on his own recognizance, or they'll have to release him to someone who's going to be liable for his goddamn antics.
Can't leave the hospital until I get clearance from the police, so I've been here for 4 days now. They drug me up every day. Anytime I say something wrong, wallahi, they put a needle this big into my arm. But I love y'all. I made the 0.4-second shot. I got fouled out. That's all it is. I'll be back. Y'all know that. Season 2 on the way. We champions now. Let's get it. G7, baby.
Holy shit, G7, baby. What the fuck is that? What is that? And shout out to Classy Beats donating a membership to the channel. Welcome to the Resilient Army. If you got that membership, do me a favor. Check out the emojis, maybe some member-only content, and do last thing, like the stream. But yeah, look, this is Fousey, guys. He's giving you an update from the goddamn mental hospital. That they put him on hold after he caught in that fake attack, even though he was getting troll. You don't call in fake reports. I'll let it run back one more time. What do you think about this? Fair, foul? Should they hold him longer? Someone said keep his ass there. What they really need to do is take away his goddamn phone. You know what I'm saying? They need to take away his access to the internet. Because it's the internet is what's causing him to trip out, if you will. It's the attention. Hey, I was on Discord talking, and you guys didn't interact with me. I went to Discord, I said something, and our responses looked like that. And so I had to call you out with my man, whose name he, whatever. Let's hear Fousey say it one more time.
Hey guys, I'm really upset because I was hoping you guys would interact with me on Discord. I'm here with Bassam. But you guys are being really weird, so forget about it. Just want to say hi. I miss y'all. I'm currently under, what's it called? The thing the cops put me under?
50.
I have no idea.
I forgot the name of the act. When you can't leave a mental hospital until you get clearance.
And here's the thing. It's probably not his phone. It's probably Bassim's phone. He was like, hey, give me a phone, man. I gotta talk to the audience. They gotta know I'm okay. They got to. I need to see. I need a dopamine hit. I mean, often sometimes it is a dopamine hit, but hey, it is what it is.
It's not a nice act.
It's not a nice act. Can't leave the hospital until I get clearance from the police. So I've been here for 4 days now. They drug me up every day. Anytime I say something wrong, wallahi, they put a needle this big into my arm. But I love y'all. I made the 0.4-second shot. I got fouled out. That's all it is. I'll be back.
You crashed out. You didn't foul out. You crashed out.
Y'all know that. Season 2 on the way. We champions now. Let's get it. G7, baby.
Yo, what the hell? Here's the thing. I think we all generally wish him well. However, them antics have just gone a bit too far as he overdoses on clout because it's rotting his goddamn brain. It is what it is. Maybe he'll get help. Maybe he'll come back stronger, faster, a little bit more somber, and not bullying on little old Neo or Neon or whatever his name is and smacking up little 19-year-old kids. But that's Fousey or Fousey. Fousey. I know everyone's like, it's Fousey. It's Fousey. Not Fousey, not anyway, I don't give a fuck what it is. All right, next story, guys. Now, look, guys, we know we got to talk about women losing in these streets, but we got to give a congratulations to our guy, Mr. iShowMeat. Oh, I'm sorry. It's iShowSpeed. They're telling me iShowSpeed. He recently hit 20 million goddamn subs. Love him, like him, hate him. Does not matter. That feat is something to be recognized, celebrated. 20 million is not hard. Shit, I can't even hit 13,000 in this shit. You know what I'm saying? But he hit 20 million. And look, we don't hate on anybody on this channel, especially people who look like me, even though I ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? But let's see his. I think everyone saw the celebration, right? You probably seen it. Let's hear his motivational speech, if you will.
All right, chat. What y'all wanted, never again. Remember, live to the fullest. Live to the greatest. We'll be the one. Nobody loves you like how they did it. That's 20 of them right there. That's what I'm talking about. What we do, we presume and keep going. I love y'all boys.
Yo, this guy is. He's entertaining, man. He is entertaining. I give him that.
Bye-bye.
Yo, look, this is everything for me, man. Hey, he getting his money. He getting his, his just due. And notice the compression shorts right there, right? The black underline shorts, that is show his meat don't pop out, you know what I'm saying? And he has another viral moment, if you will. So that's probably one of the stipulations of YouTube not banning his ass. Like, look, man, we see your ass be gyrating and shit on screen. And that's cool. But we gonna need you to wear compression shorts every time you stream. You know what I'm saying? Because we saw iShowSpeed, we saw your meat, everybody saw your meat now. We need you to keep it in there. Keep it in there. You're like, all right, as long as I'm not banned, cool. Because if I got banned, I was gonna be on Kick or Rumble. You know what I'm saying? Like, but shout out to Kick though. I need to get a kick. And look, the stream ended. He hit the 20 million. And everything is everything. Shout out to iShowSpeed on his 20 million celebratory. Goddamn, put some meat in the goddamn chat for iShowSpeed, guys. Put some meat in the chat for iShowSpeed. Now, what else do we have here? You know, with people winning, we got two guys, two husbands, if you will, while all these women losing. We got two husbands winning in life. And you like, how can you be a husband and winning? That shit's oxymoronic, Henry. Come on, you're divorced. You don't even support marriage. You right, I may not support it, but I do know a couple guys who are winning in life. And one, you all probably may know. We'll go to the first one, right? We will go to actor Michael Beach, who says he resides with his
in my house.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, I reside with my current wife, their 4 children, and his ex-wife. Guys.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
Hey, this is a dub, right? This is a dub for him. He like, look, man, I got my new bitch with my old bitch, watching my old kids, you know what I'm saying? When I'm not at the house, what they do is what they do. When I'm at the house, shit, we might get the threesome cracking. We might get the solo. I might go from room to room. Hey, I pay the cost to be the boss. And, you know, his meat needs love, too. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, his ex-wife is the babysitter. But let's let him sell it, you know. My life is a beach. This is Tracy, my husband's ex-wife. In case you didn't know, he already lives with us. We do this blended family thing together, and I couldn't ask for a much better sister wife. Oh, shout out to the sister wives and this bitch, any sister wives out there to do this with. And there is no funny business going on here, so get your minds out the gutter. Okay, look, you got to say that shit to save face, right? You got to say it to save face, and he don't care, right? Because once I play this video, you're gonna be like, damn, he just really supporting him. You know what I'm saying? I know it may sound crazy to many of you, but it works for us. And if you don't know us, you see why. We have 8 kids between us, and I can't think of a better person that understands how family life works. Aw. She has always been a shining example of love and support, and I have tons of respect and appreciation for her. Like, look, man, he winning. Like,
House, I live, my wife lives, our 4 children lives. And my ex-wife lives.
Not normal.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. You know what I'm saying?
But it works for us
and it's,
very well.
And it's awesome. I don't know why. I mean,
you see him, you see why? You see what he doing? He's showing his teeth. Hey, he happy. You know why? Because he hitting both of them. He knocking them both down. Even though this little message right here say they ain't, nah. He ain't smiling like that for no reason.
And if you had asked me that 15 years ago or even 10 years ago, I'd have been like, nah. But it runs so smoothly, it's crazy.
It's very odd. But with his work schedule and never knowing what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, where he's going to have to be.
I mean, last year I was out of the country for like 7 months or something.
Davis was born, and when Davis hit 2 months, he was in Australia, France, South Africa, Atlanta. He was gone for like 5.5 months.
Look, he going 5.5 months. You think he had sex with someone else? Come on. you think he yoinking it for 5 months straight? Yo, look, man, he is getting the best of all three worlds. He got the road life. He come home. He got 2 chicks to choose from. He paid a cost to be the boss.
If Tracy hadn't been here, I would have died or killed one of my kids. I don't know, whichever one came first.
Shout out to the
There
moms.
was no way I would have made it through that time without her help at all. It just would not have happened.
Now, look, man, what do you mean you couldn't make it? I thought being a mom was everything. But anyway, look, when you pay the cost to be the boss, you could do shit like that. And you like, Henry, no way can you pay the cost to be the boss and get your cake and eat it too. Okay, well look, let's check out my man right here.
If I get a little puss on the side, what does that have to do with any?
This is Sean O'Malley, guys. He can cheat on his wife. They in an open relationship. And actually, guys, I've done some research on this guy. His wife supports him cheating. She like, yeah. I know I'm not with you. Just, don't bring me no diseases and no kids. That's her only 2 requirements. No diseases, so we got to strap it up. No kids. That's it. And thank you for the new membership. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for joining on Twitch. Salute to you.
I'm a king. I pay for everything. I treat Danny like a queen. I got testosterone running through my veins. Danny's never fine with it. I mean, she has been. She's gone through phases. I treat her good. I give her a...
Hey, you see that money? You see that money he got? He like... I got money. She forget. That shit like the damn thing from the Men in Black and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you was fucking that bitch? Yeah, I did. Here's a stack. Just go to sleep, baby. He like, okay, all right, cool.
Fucking very, very, very good life. I gotta be giving her some good Deezy Weezy to be able to get some.
Hey, shout out to the people giving them that good Deezy Weezy. But look, she a rider. She like, look, man, I was with you when you was broke, and I'm gonna be with you when you not broke, and we in this bitch together, man. Like, this is what love looks like in 2023. Imagine what this is gonna look like in 2024. Yo, he going way off. He like, hey man, look, man. Hey, when I'm not with my wife, you saw what his wife looked like, right? But this is what he wants. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, man. That's what I want. Now I hear them women are AI, but we can't confirm.
If I get a little puss,
I'll just let it rock one more time without me interrupting. But what do you think about this, guys? Is it fair or foul that he gets to be in an open relationship with his wife and have any woman he wants as long as he does not bring back diseases or babies?
What does that have?
Hey, he win and look, guys can win. You like, Henry, are you really showing us guys can look, guys, you can win. Now look, sometimes when you win, you lose, right? You like, I've been winning for so long, you got to take an L. Okay? You got to take an L. But that L, it don't always have to be like that, right? Sometimes when you win, you can lose, guys. And I'm gonna show you proof. Okay, you like, no, what do you mean you win? You get the girl you want and then you lose. All right, let's see a guy who thinks he won but he really lost.
I'm a stripper. He said, come on, let's go to the VIP. Like, you know, the little section. He was throwing some money and whatnot. He was like, you don't come back? I said, yeah, I ain't never came back. But I had his number, though.
It took me like 3 months to really get a date. So, you know, I got a date. You know, I got a room.
Shout out to ninjas in Memphis, Tennessee, making money. What was it? Making easy money, pimping hoes in style. Shout out to Memphis Bleak out in this bitch.
Next thing I know, 10 months later, I got a baby.
Yo, wait. Did y'all do the math? He got the VIP treatment at the club, so he hit it Rawski. 10 months later, he had a baby. What the? Now look, this is his queen right here. This is his baby mama. If he smashed her at the club that she worked at, how many other people smashed her? And KJ know about Memphis. It's always some Memphis ninja, ain't it? It's always Memphis. Did you think it was somewhere else?
I had all that gear around.
See, I was a stripper, you know.
Listen. I had a bankroll. I had like what? 300 ones and $100.
Hey, he got her for $400, y'all. The fuck? He said I had 300 ones and about $100 bill. Like, what the fuck? Hey, and he happy, guys. He happy. You saw him showing all them teeth.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth. So I gotta change the light.
He set me up, y'all. He set me up.
I put a baby in to change the light. Did that on purpose, bro? Yeah.
Oh no! Not putting a baby in the stripper for $300. You can't look, guys. Martin Luther King is rolling over. He is like, what? Did he march for this? Did Martin Luther King march for this?
Nope.
And shout out to the little girl, man. I mean, you
know. No guys.
He dropped me.
Does she have a club now? She got a club there. I ain't that real. So she can stop them little pretty $300 or $400. Ain't nothing.
That should be against the law. So that shit's crazy.
She took out the club.
You put a baby in and change her life. I guess that's something. Is that what it takes sometimes?
If I get with a certain stripper, I'm doing the same thing.
Hey, these ninjas is losing it. What the hell? Like, when do we start wifing up strippers, guys?
Draco, if you watching this, baby, I'm telling you, give me one shot.
Did he just shout out his stripper that he like? Oh my goodness, what the hell? All right, they trying to get me jammed up, but that is an example of a man winning and actually losing. Now let's get to some more women losing, guys. You like, Henry, do you have more women losing? Yes, I do. We're not gonna get to Tyrese right away because Tyrese is in the news, y'all. You like, Tyrese is back? Like, yeah, man. You know we can't hold Tyrese back. You know he always doing some simp shit. But you know we stand with Tyrese for actually being the face of the child support movement. But we gonna go to Mary J. Blige, y'all. You like, Mary J. Blige? 11 years? I sacrificed? Yeah, we got. What's today's thing? Women losing in divorce. She lost. And you like, Henry, how much did she lose, man? 11 years, she did sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You like, not Mary, like, yeah.
You know that this is the 25th anniversary of superstar singer Mary J. Blige's first album, which is the 411. She has a new album out now, but she gave you the 411 on not only the record, but her divorce, too.
Oh, yeah, this one isn't pretty. It's not amicable at all.
I know, sorry. Look, guys, I'm feeling good, man. I am feeling good.
Something about Kite to your Insta. Just saw it on Twitter. Don't know if this is new or not.
Ooh, now look, guys. He sent me something to my Insta. Now look, this is Dust Productions, right? This is the big dog Dust. Let me check. You like, Henry, I sent you shit. You ain't never checked my messages. I'm like, yeah, I know, because you ain't Dust, motherfucker. Oh, okay. Oh, that is some juicy shit. That is some juicy shit. In fact, we gonna do something I never did before. You like, well, Henry, what's that? We gonna go to Dust Story after this. It's juicy, and it's sight unseen. But let's get back to Mary J. Blige. You see her. Now look, to be fair, I am a huge Mary J. Blige fan. I am. You like Mary? Like, hell yeah, bro. You seen her on Power? What is it? Moniz Tejada? Like, oh shit, she is killing that role.
She's been married to her manager, Kendu Isaacs, for 13 years. You know,
There you go. There you go. There you go.
gotta get my bag and run.
Hey, you ain't heard from him no more. You like, why? Because he caked up.
Mary had said in the past that she would never get divorced, but the portrayal she says she's faced now is the reason they tell you never to say never.
I know they trying to get me all demonetized. Like,
I can't sleep without you, baby.
now look, divorce drama intensifies. Ooh, you like Henry? What the hell, Henry? What do you mean divorce drama intensifies? What you mean? He challenged the goddamn prenup. What the hell? Like, what part of the game is that? Hey, when women do it, nobody say shit. Nobody say nothing. They be like, look, and you see him showing teeth.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
And you know why he's showing teeth? Because he about to hit a smooth ass lick. And if you guys don't know what a lick is, it's when you steal something that you probably shouldn't get.
When I saw the headline that Mary J. Blige and Kendu Isaacs were divorced, and I didn't believe it.
People give up when things get hard. They want more, they want different, they want other selections.
Other selections is other goddamn women. Now you about to hear about what this dirty ass nigga did. I mean, this ninja did.
Selections, that'd be code for other women. And that's how Mary describes her soon-to-be ex-husband's alleged affair. In court papers, the Grammy winner claims Isaac spent more than $420,000 on travel expenses for his girlfriend.
God damn. God damn, bro. He was like, look, Mary. You cool and all, but I'm about to spend damn near half a ticket on his fucking girlfriend of her money. Look, man, I am not celebrating this shit, but goddamn, Clarence know like, damn, he fucking got her. He got her. Hey, at least it was a real divorce and not a RP divorce. But yeah, damn near half a ticket on his girlfriend. You like, damn, bro, like, shit.
Friend, not her.
Infidelity was the reason why I left, because that's a complete disrespect.
That's my Becky with the good hair.
Cheating.
Not Becky with the good. You remember when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce with the Becky with the good hair? Everybody was like, that's Becky with the good. Hey, you know, hey, and when he get on, he gonna leave your ass for a white girl. Kanye said it.
Hurting, surviving. Mary lays it all out there in her new album. And even though it's called Strength of a Woman, Mary told me her marriage made her feel small.
Obviously, I wasn't enough. Every day there was a question of why.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing, but you know, I get it. She felt like she wasn't enough, man. And here's the thing. When we see Halle Berry, how Halle Berry wasn't enough, you're gonna be like, Mary, hold my beer.
Why don't you do this? Why aren't you this? Why don't you know how to do this?
That's the strength of a woman.
Hey, she went on to make a fire-ass album after he cheated on her on some Taylor Swift type shit. Strength of a Woman. She like, I put that shit all in there, Henry. Like, he fucking played. Henry! I gave him 11 years. I sacrificed. And what did I get in return, Henry? He spent $500,000 on another bitch. And then he challenged the prenup, Henry. He robbed me. I got no fucking money. I'm about to hit this tour, Henry, but don't worry. I promise you, Henry, I'm gonna come back stronger, harder, better, and I'm gonna start fucking these young niggas. Anyway, let me stop. Let's give Mary her grace, guys. Let's give her her grace. Now, what was he asking for in the divorce, Mary? Just let us know.
When I started this album, I was still married, and I was writing these songs from the perspective of a woman who wanted to make it work.
For the real love.
Despite a prenup, Mary's ex is demanding close to $75,000 a month in spousal support.
$75,000 a month? Oh shit, boy. And challenged the prenup on her ass. You like, shit. You like, wait. You like, Henry, help. She hit me up and she was like,
I'm in a bind, Nate.
And I was like, hey, Mary, you know, I could probably help you. I can't help you with $75K, but I think I could do a little something for that ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but we gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You know how this shit go. She was like, she swallowed her pride and then she swallowed something else. No, I'm just joking. Like, chill out. It's Sunday.
This includes $1,000 a month for clothing, $3,200 for a personal trainer, almost $6,200 for child support, and $8,000.
He was trying to run it up. He was like, look, I'm gonna need some new clothes and shit. And since I'm not with you, I want to get in shape for my girlfriend. And you know, that kid that we don't have together, I want some child support for them. I want some child support for my kid because they loved you like a mother. You just gonna cut them out your life? That personal trainer, I'm supposed to hit my goddamn gym arc like XQC. I'm about to be training with his ass. And look, the private chef, don't you want me to have good food now that we not together, Mary? Like, come on, have a fucking heart, Mary. Have a heart. 11 years. I sacrificed too, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's how they be in divorce court, man. I swear to God, they be like that in divorce court. Both ways. The parasite is always going to seem like, hey, you owe them. Especially, you know what I'm saying? Hey, personal training, what? Look, guys, do me a favor in the chat.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Adept. Salute to her.
For a private chef.
You gotta love yourself.
Now, look, man, she was steaming after this shit. Steaming. Love yourself.
Now Mary is using her pain. And
now, what was the follow-up to this, guys? If you don't know, Mary had to borrow some money from her celebrity friends to pay him fucking alimony. And then she eventually had to go on tour. And now she came back talking this chicken bog bullshit. But, you know, let's hear her out. What did she say? You know, if you don't know, she was ordered to pay not $70,000, but $30,000 a month in alimony to her ex-husband, even though he cheated and spent, you saw he spent half a goddamn meal on his goddamn girlfriend. And here we go. Now, guys, I know you like, Henry, this ain't your typical Twitch stream. Like, look, this is the streams I be wanting to do, but we gonna hit the Twitch right after this story right here.
What are your thoughts on prenups, and how would you approach it, or what advice would you give as far as for a woman that may be wealthy, well off, and they're looking to get married?
Get a prenup.
It didn't fucking matter. He broke the goddamn prenup on your ass. He broke that shit, and you still telling women get a prenup. Best advice I can have for you guys, you don't have to worry about a prenup getting challenged, is if you don't get married. I know you're like, but I love her. My girl would never. She would never do. She an independent woman. My husband would never leech off me. All right, okay, get the prenup. Hey, get the prenup. It didn't work for me, guys, but get the fucking prenup.
Because I didn't have one. And that's why I ended up having to just give everything away, because it's so, let me just speak. It's so whack right now that men, you know, can come at you and get and get alimony. So when I was getting a divorce,
what about when women come at you asking for alimony on a fucking RP divorce? Is that not weak? Or, you know, let me tone it down. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little passionate. You know I'm sensitive about this divorce stuff. I haven't healed yet. But I'm on my way, goddammit. I'm on my way. What about when women collect alimony? Is that not bad too, Mary?
It sounds like, you mean to tell me I got to pay him?
I got to pay her?
He cheated and he lied and he stole and, you know, not to get all petty, but you know what I'm saying? You mean I got to pay him for cheating and lying to me and ruining my life?
Exactly.
So
like,
yeah, and the law is you have to, you know, so I say you get a prenup, cover yourself up. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Now look at look, shout out to Earn Your Leisure. I actually rock with these guys and what they're doing, but hey, they married, they know they shit is locked up, and these brothers probably don't got no prenup. And God forbid they even bring up a postnup, because they didn't fucking leveled all the way up. They are the original.
I got money.
Man, my wife is here,
You
so
see? You
baby,
see?
I love you.
Hey, I love you, wife.
So you said you're debt free. So
what do you think about her advice, y'all? And then we gonna go to this Cenat breaking ass story. What do you think about it? Like, is she giving out sound advice, or is she just bitter and hurt? Like, who hurt you, Mary? Who hurt you? Now, look, man, it is fucked up. I'll be all the way honest, guys. What happened to her is absolutely fucked up. But it also happens to men every day who's not going through a RP divorce in a real goddamn marriage. Okay? And it is what I'll run it back one more time. It only takes a minute.
Thoughts on prenups and how would you approach it, or what advice would you give as far as for a woman that may be wealthy, well off, and they're looking to get married?
Get a prenup. Because I didn't have one. And that's why I ended up having to just give everything away.
I really think she misspoke. I think she thought she had a prenup that got thrown out, because that was what the other news site reported. And oftentimes people think they got a prenup because they have a written agreement between themselves, but it's not official unless y'all both have a lawyer. You get it notarized and the judge approves it. So don't think that I wrote on a piece of paper that what's mine is mine and what's yours is yours, and then your ass get divorced. You're gonna be looking like Mary.
Because it's so, let me just speak, it's so whack right now that men, can come at you and get and get alimony. So when I was getting a divorce, I was like, you mean to tell me I gotta pay him? And he cheated and he lied and he stole, and not to get all petty, but you know what I'm saying? You mean I gotta pay him for cheating and lying to me and ruining my life? So yeah, and the law is you have to, so I say get a prenup, cover yourself up. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
All right, we know they about to start simping for their wife. Now let me go full screen while I get this Cenat story going. What do you guys think of this? Give me a second to pull it up. All right. Now look, man. I got it up, man. Literally Twitter last time they tried to get my ass canceled up in this bitch. And shout out to my man.
Keep it going.
The actual King Smith, excellent content creator. He be doing gaming, but he mostly is out here advocating for men such as myself. But yeah, thank you for the super chat, for the message. Keep it up. Look, man, we about to kick all these women's back in. We ain't even got the Halle Berry. We ain't even got the Kelly Clarkson. We ain't even get to Faith Evans. We kicking all these women's back in and how they losing money. But right now, let's go to the most popular streamer in the goddamn earth right now. His subs took a little hit, but he stopped. He had to lay low. You like, who is it? It's none other than Cenat. You know what I'm saying? He got a movie coming out, but I ain't trying to get copyright striked on his channel. There's a lot of music and shit, but someone saying clickbait. Cenat is now receiving backlash for trying to get a 17-year-old to go to the club. Now look, I have not seen this video. I have known nothing about it. But chances are this is probably clickbait because he probably had no idea this woman was 17. And I've seen Cenat in similar situations like this. And then as soon as he finds out that they're underage, he says, God bless, and walks away. But let's hear out this clip. Hopefully it's approved, but I trust Dust. He went sabotage the channel.
Yeah. Wait. Stop. Can we take? Oh, I'm 17. So.
Oh. Guy, sorry, guy, not girl, guy.
You gotta like. So oh shit! I'll be there. Can we please? Well, I'll be in LA tomorrow, so we gonna take Ray to the strip club.
All right,
yeah.
He got it.
Be like low key.
Look, it's Cenat, bro. When Cenat show up with his crew, ain't nobody fucking checking ID, so his ass is gonna get out. I thought it was a woman, guys. I misspoke. Yeah, it's against the law, and he probably shouldn't be saying this shit on stream. But look, man, you think I ain't been? Look, guys, let me let y'all in. I'll let this rock out.
Yeah. Low key. Yeah.
There is a certain bar that I don't say frequent. but everyone knew this goddamn bar wouldn't card you. And even if they card you, you just pull up the fake ID and hit them with the wham wham, and then bam. And you like what? You just they'd be like, hey, can I see your ID? And it'd be a whole ass formality. You just go like this, put that shit down. They look at it, they hold that shit up, look at you, and then be like, all right, cool, what you want? It'd be there just for the goddamn camera, man. Just for the camera. But they got his ass. And look, man, he's under a lot of scrutiny right now because of the whole NYC thing. But this is him alleged, you know, they're going to say, hey, he's condoning a 17-year-old going to a strip club. Now, here's the thing. 17, you know right from wrong. Look, you want to see some titties? Go see some titties. You think it's his first time seeing some titties?
Nope.
He could probably get online and go to a website and see some shit for free.
Yeah.
Wait, Ray.
What's up?
Ray, can we take...
Oh, I'm 17, so you gotta like...
Who should have been 17?
So
Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Bro.
I'll be there. Well, I'll be in LA tomorrow, so we gonna take Ray to the strip club. Damn. Wait, but you gotta be like, low key.
Oh, sounds like he grooming. Come on, Cheyenne. Sounds like he grooming. Come on. Look, guys, when I was 17, bro, I was in them sheets. And you know my mom was a crackhead, so guess what? I was in them sheets. While my mom was in the goddamn next room, I just locked the door and shit. All you hear was... I was young and shit. I thought that shit was cool. But anyway, I'd never do that shit again. Shout out to my mom, though. Shout out to my mom, guys. Goddamn. Anyway, man, look, guys, we don't shame women, okay, over here. Let me get to the next. Yeah, if it was my daughter, it would be a different story, Cheyenne. You got me right there. It would be a different story. I would be pissed off. I'm highly disappointed if it was my daughter. And shout out to my daughter. And hopefully she does not be a stripper or go into a strip club. But look, guys, I cannot, whatchamacallit. And people are, people are like, hey, don't scroll on Twitter. Yeah, bro. If you had to be here for that stream, I was scrolling on Twitter and then I had to delete the stream. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyway, let's keep it moving. You know how I said we gonna do this. We gonna go story, then Twitch. Story, Twitch. Now look, here we go with this clip right here. And I can tell you, Louisa. Speaking of daughters, is actually a father talking to his daughter. And when it comes to the father-daughter bond, if you will, it's very serious, it's very impactful. And this is Twitch streamer Nut and what Canute. Is it Canute or Nut? I don't know. You know I don't know how to speak Twitch, so don't be like, hey, his name is Canute or his name is Nut. It's Nut. Like, is it Nut or Canute? Which one is it? Ooh, it's Newt. Canute. It's not Nut. Like, look, man. Look, hey, no disrespect to him. He looks strong as shit. Like, like, goddamn, how big is this goddamn triceps? I remember we was at, it's K-Nut. K-Nut? Goddamn, I said Canute. They said K-Nut, mother. All right, anyway, like. K-Nut? Where's Jack at? Where's my mind? I trust him. Y'all, you know y'all be fucking trolling me and shit. Y'all be like, look, we about to get Henry to say K-Nut. Watch. It's everyone put K-Nut in the chat. Put it in the chat. K-Nut, like the beer, bro. You think I drink K-Nut beer? Are you serious? Like, anywho, he's a father. I'm a father. We both, look, even my mom is like, I actually don't know. See, look, if Jack don't know, I don't know. Okay, so she's in public school and she hates it. And he's about to give her a life lesson. And sometimes as a father, you have to give your daughters life lessons. Like I had to give my daughter a life lesson when she peed on herself and she said it's okay because mommy said accidents happen. I was like, nope, not this type of accident. Let's go to the clip.
I can tell you, Louisa, one of the reasons why they're doing a lot of bullshit that isn't necessary. It's because some people are struggling more at school. They need to do something to make them pay more attention.
But that isn't my problem. They can go to another school.
Yeah.
That shit look based. She is based as hell. And look, guys, and my daughter's orientation, I didn't even post any pictures. I seen this in full effect. Now, look, my daughter has never been to daycare, and she is very smart. She knows my name, mom's phone number, her name, all this stuff at the tender age of 3. And we were in there in class, and she's not in some slow class, but some kids were just fucking grunting, like pointing and shit. And they all in the same age, but everyone develops differently, and it's not like a cheap preschool per se. So everyone is paying, but some kids need speech therapists, some kids need more playtime, a little bit more attention. And as a result, it looks like his daughter may be a little bit more advanced than those kids, and it stunts her growth. Okay, and at this point, this is when you be like, fuck, I probably gotta take my daughter out of public school because she's outgrowing it. It's gonna stunt her development, growth, all that good shit, and then put her in private school. But hey, his daughter, his choice.
Yeah, and you could separate it and have a school for Pepegas and one for the 5 heads. But listen to me. That would in our society they want everyone to be equal. The ones who are better than others, they are not. They don't want to encourage them to be even better. They want to keep them down and push the others up.
Look, she like, fuck you, Dad, with this speech and shit. She rolling her eyes, man.
That's just life. This is the Norwegian.
Hey, and this is a great explanation, guys. Like, I don't know him as a stranger, but he seems wholesome, guys. No disrespect to him or his name or anything like that. But father to father, he gave her some good advice. She got, if looks could kill, she like, Dad, this is some bullshit right here.
Tell you, Louisa, one of the reasons why they're doing a lot of bullshit that isn't necessary. It's because some people are struggling more at school. They need to do something to make them pay more attention.
But that isn't my problem. They can go to another school.
Yeah, and you could separate it and have a school for Pepegas and one for the 5 heads. but listen to me.
I love that he's talking in Twitch, learning with the Pepegas.
In our society, they want everyone to be equal. The ones who are better than others, they are not. They don't want to encourage them to be even better. They want to keep them down and push the others up. That's just life. This is the Norwegian.
And shout out to him, man. That is a W dad moment. And he streams a lot, and I've never saw his daughter. I'm like scared as hell to put my daughter up here. I got her mom up my ass and shit. But anyway, let's get back to these goddamn women paying out. You like, Henry, do you really got women paying out? I'm like, bro. Oh, what do you mean? Do I have women paying out? Like, look, what if I told you, right? What if I told you a man got $1 million on a goddamn 2-year marriage? You would be like,
boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Look, I'm telling you, man, these women are starting to get their goddamn backs kicked in family court. And they got to learn. We had to learn the hard way. When we get our back kicked in, no one cares. No one cares. When people going through a fake divorce and they can't go to their house or can't drive the cars that they paid for, no one cares. No one cares. They like, oh, well, he's a millionaire. He can afford it. You're like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, let's go to another one. Let me make sure I got this one right. You like, Henry, you said you had it right. You had it right. I do have it right, but I need this. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all, because seeing is fucking believing. Seeing is believing, because y'all think I lie to you on this stream. I never lie. Here we go, right here. Give it up for our man, Stevie J. You know what I'm saying? You like Stevie who? Yeah, boy, he upgraded. Remember he was dating Jocelyn Hernandez, manly looking ass, and then he dropped her because he saw her. He's like Faith Evans, like Biggie's ex-wife. When he look, guys, if you don't know, you don't know. Oh, where you get that goddamn emoji from? That's a cool one. Jack, where you get that? It stun locked my ass. Where'd y'all? I didn't fucking create that emoji. What the hell? Was that like Henry L's in the chat? Hey, that needs to be post that in Henry Court. Y'all didn't stun lock my ass. What? Oh shit! Hey, post that in Henry Court. I'll make an official one. Henry L. Oh wow, man, y'all guys. When I first started streaming, I was just expecting to talk about people getting divorced and cashed out. I never thought I would have an audience that actually fucking cared about men getting cashed out. But as I do today, I could not be fucking happier. Thank you guys. Thank you for y'all support. Y'all been holding me down from day one. I am nothing without chat, and I realized this the other day. Thank you. And
I care. The system no longer works.
Yes. Thank you, Sam, for caring, because I went live on my personal Facebook, right? These are the people who supposed to fucking love my ass and care about my well-being. These are my friends. And you like, how many people showed up, Henry? How many people showed up to your Facebook Live? It was like this. I was like, hello? Hello? Hey, anyone there? Anyone there? Anyone there? I scheduled it 24 hours in advance so you guys would know. It was fucking crickets. I'm like, hey, I'm talking about divorce and shit and like, child support. They were like, Anywho, but thank you guys. Thank you for the Henry L. I'll definitely make that an emoji or something for joining my channel. I appreciate that. But fucking Jack didn't stun lock my ass. Look, y'all be stun locking me because anyway, I don't want to get emotional because then I'll get off track. We got a goddamn show to do. We still got to get to NMP kicking Adept's back in. You like, did he really kick her back in? God damn. Look. Anyway, we'll get to it. Singer Faith Evans to pay ex-husband Stevie J nearly $1 million in spousal support. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get my bag and run.
Hey, you looking at all these men just like, yo, getting fucking money. They like, hey, we see how y'all women been rolling. Now look, don't think this wasn't some targeted shit. He went from someone who was using him for money to someone who he never had to worry about spending his money on. And in the end, after a 2-year marriage, like she paying him $1 million in spousal support. You like, God damn, boy. God damn. But you like, Henry. Salute to my man Dust. Donate memberships out in this bish. Welcome to the Resilient Army out there. If you get a Dust membership, you gotta spam his emoji, Jazzy J. Make sure you put that goddamn Dust emoji in the chat. And look, Dust be working overtime, man. He was giving me goddamn stories live. He's like, look, Henry. Hey, Henry, check your DMs. Check it. Cenat over here trying to get a 17-year-old in the club. Check your DMs. I know a lot of y'all got memberships because of Dust. So if that applies, do it. But what do you think about Stevie J getting $1 million in spousal support on a goddamn 2-year marriage in which I'm sure he cheated? You like, Henry, did he cheat? I'm like, look, guys, you want to see somebody, he's allegedly, you tell me what he's doing. You tell me what he's doing. All right. Look, I'm going to just play the video. What the hell? Why'd they do this? No. They not about to advertise me. They are not about to. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. Look at this, guys.
Here for Hip Hop DX, veteran producer Steve.
Is they gonna show it? Is they gonna show the clip, or are they just gonna show him smiling? All right, here we go. Here we go. This is what type of time Stevie J was on. You like, what do you mean? And Jesus. Give me a second. What type of time was he on while he was married, giving interviews?
Is Lemonade actually being ridiculed for not stopping the interview. A lot of people commented on social media saying that it showed lack of respect for women, was weird, cringy, and low-key sexual harassment.
They not showing it.
Stevie J looked under the influence of drugs.
They not showing it.
As well as didn't overall take the interview seriously.
Hold on.
As for the interview, she feels like she didn't do anything wrong.
Hold on. No, we have to see this shit live. We have to see it live. You like, what was he doing on stream? Give me a second. He was doing this during the interview. And I need someone to play it. I want someone to play the goddamn video. All right, here we go.
Well, honestly, you addressed everything. I really appreciate the fact that you decided to do that. So in the very beginning, speaking of reality TV, one of the things that stuck out to me is
what do you think he doing? Why? That's a weird ass camera angle, right? You like, that's a weird angle for an interview. Normally you centered, right?
Said that I was real on Love and Hip Hop because of the fact that I'm gonna be me at 100 all the time. And you talked about
why he keep looking down, y'all. What is he doing on stream? He's in a live interview.
In the first couple of scenes,
Who is he shaking his head to, guys? Like, I think someone is doing something to him.
First few years,
what could they be doing?
Because you didn't have a car. Why was it important to you, with all the fame, all the success that you had had at that time, being so transparent about where you were in your life?
Because most niggas is clowns.
Censored.
Trying to find out how I can see you again.
Camera went away.
On the Zoom. Is that you?
Yeah, now turn it so we can see you this way.
This way?
Yep.
How's this right here?
Yep.
Whoa! Do you see the hand? Do you see the hand? The hand is right here, guys. The hand is right here. Look, I'll rewind it. Y'all probably didn't catch it and shit. You probably didn't catch the hand. This is what he was doing. And shout out to Dust. 5 months in the goddamn... Let's go. 5 months in the Resilient Army. Salute to you, Dust. But watch what he's doing on stream, y'all.
Yep. How's this right here?
Yep, Stevie.
You see this body right here?
Hold on, wait. It's a hand right there. Hold on. Stevie, why am I in bed with you right now?
No, he said you want to
You're a distraction. You're a distraction. We trying to
No, you're a distraction.
Wait, no, wait. No.
Trying to find out how I can see you.
Wait.
Wait, no, wait.
But did it hurt your feelings? Like, they tried to say you don't take care of your kids.
If you listen closely, you can hear some.
I hurt my feelings.
But did it hurt your feelings? Like, they tried to say you don't take care of your kids.
That doesn't hurt my feelings.
Look, you see what time of shit he was on. Kai Cenat, guys. That was not a Kai Cenat. I spoke to Kai. He had a muscle cramp. But shout out to Stevie J. He got $1 million. $1 million, guys. Now look. Look, guys, I could never pull that shit off. I'll get distracted. I'll be doing all sorts of shit. Now we have a lot of men who are winning, but we do have one who's losing, who's lost pretty bad. You've seen it everywhere, and that is Tyrese. Well, Tyrese has went on to make a song dedicated to his loss, if you will. Give me a second to pull it up. You like, wait, Henry, Henry, what do you mean Tyrese lost? Like, look, man, not everyone could win. Somebody has to lose. There always has to be a loser, guys. And let's get to Tyrese. All All right, what does it say? What does it say? Shout out to Tyrese, man. His ex-wife blocked my ass on Instagram. Like, what the? I've never even commented on her shit, and she blocked me. Like, look, I'll show you guys if you want to see it. Tyrese opens up about paying his ex-wife child support in new song Love Transaction. $20,000 isn't child support. We both know who that money is for. And I'll take a copyright for Tyrese, you know what I'm saying?
In and out of court, trying to take all that I've been working for.
Hey, look, what do you mean in and out of court trying to take all the money you've been working for? Hey, man, that's the game, Tyrese. The first one did it. What, you thought the second one was different?
Can you justify what you say the baby needs?
Let's go to the second verse.
Wanna make sure that she has everything. 20,000 instant child support. We both know just who that money's for.
Anyway, hey, you better edit it out. Hey, man. I think the stream is already demonetized just on the content I'm kicking today. But look, for every loser, there is a winner, guys. Shout out to the Quiet Storm. What do you guys think about Tyrese making a song about paying $20,000 in child support? That's between both his baby mamas. And I hear he is working on a third. Hey, he gonna learn. He gonna learn one day. He gonna learn one day. But look, you know what? Let me show you a happy couple. We seen all these people break up and all this other stuff. But let me show you what love looks like, guys. I'm gonna show you what love looks like, okay? I'm gonna give you a true testament of what 64 years of marriage looks like.
64 years I've had you. You think I'm gonna give you up now? I ain't got time to train another one.
Is finger loaded?
What?
That finger, is it loaded? You fixing to shoot me with it.
Is your finger loaded?
Fucking look at he didn't stun like his own goddamn wife. He like, hey, is that finger loaded? Is it loaded? You gonna shoot me with it? She like, what? What, granddaughter? She stun locked.
No, it ain't loaded. But I can get it loaded.
There she go.
Poot head.
And better behave.
Right,
I'll
Nick.
kick his butt off the bed.
All she got to do is ask me, I'll get up and go.
He said all you gotta do is ask him, he'll get up and go.
I don't know what she mouth. She don't got no teeth.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
I want to know something.
What?
I want to know something. Where the hell would you go?
All right, he is about to cook her ass. I'm shocked she about to survive this, guys. He gonna be like, what? He like, who ain't got no bitches? She said her husband ain't got no bitches.
Tell me.
I got several places.
Well, tell me where they are, so I can call them and make arrangements for you.
Janine, Deborah, Elizabeth, and the one other little cutie pie. I got them lined up.
I wish I had the Toya, Keisha, Tawanda, Irana. You know, the DMX shit. I don't even know all the names, but Grandpa out here living his best life. Even got the goddamn sound effects, the Bud Light in his hand. He just chilling, drinking a beer. His wife over there yapping off at the gums because she literally has no teeth.
Drink your beer.
Yes, dear.
I won't let her bring you no more. 4 years I've had
All right, I'll let this rock one more time. No interruptions. Let's go.
you. You think I'm gonna give you up now?
Grandpa out here for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
I ain't got time to train another one.
Is finger loaded?
What?
That finger, is it loaded? You fixing to shoot me with it.
Is your finger loaded?
No, it ain't loaded. But I can get it loaded.
That's a poot head.
And better behave.
Right,
I'll
Nick.
kick his butt off the bed.
All she got to do is ask me. I'll get up and go.
He said all you gotta do is ask him. He'll get up and go.
I don't know what she's saying.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
I want to know something.
What?
I want to know something. Where the hell would you go? Tell me.
I got several places.
Well, tell me where they are, so I can call them and make arrangements.
Now look, Grandma gonna make arrangements. This is some old woman type talk shit right here, man.
Janine, Deborah, Elizabeth, and the one other little cutie pie. I got them lined up.
Drink your beer.
Hey, Grandpa winning, man. No
Yes,
way.
dear.
I won't let her bring you no more.
All right, that's enough of them. Let's go to another woman getting her goddamn back kicked in. You like, Henry, what do you mean you got more women getting their backs kicked in? I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely, dude. Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic, guys? When it come to women getting their backs kicked in this goddamn divorce court, I got one for you. We just revving up. You like, who? Henry, who else do you have that could possibly get her back kicked in that's not named Halle Berry? Oh, we got this one. The justice system had to learn her ass. They had to learn her. You like,
I was destroyed.
you see who it is? This is America's sweetheart. This is Kelly Clarkson herself. She be making them hits. Well, her ex-husband was like, hey, I want a piece of them hits.
Like on the ground, like crying. Like it's because that's a loss. It's a death. Honestly, you grieve something that you thought would be forever.
Kelly Clarkson not holding back about her experience with divorce.
You know, it's just, divorce is a really thing.
Hey, it is fucked up, man. I ain't gonna even hold you.
The star appeared on Angie Martinez's IRL podcast on Monday and doesn't sugarcoat when it comes to discussing her.
There you go. There he go.
Gotta get my bag and run.
Hey, he had that look. He ain't showing no teeth. He's not happy to be here. He just know he about to hit a sweet ass lick on her ass. You like, really? He about to hit that sweet lick. You think Kendo got money? Like, he like Kendo? Kendo? Stevie J? The black guy getting head on stream? No. Let me show you how it's done here, boy.
Her split with ex-husband Brandon Blackstock.
I think the thing about divorce that, you know, especially having it publicized, like it's just, you know, and people thinking they know the whole thing.
Why the hell she still got a ring on her goddamn wedding hand, on the ring finger?
Part of that is like, it wasn't an overnight decision. I'm not the person to be like, oh, well, you know, oh, it never happened or nothing like that. No, it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It was awesome. And that's okay. It just didn't work out.
Not only does Kelly lay it all out on the table, but she reveals her open and honest relationship with their kids, 8-year-old River and 6-year-old Remy.
A lot of times
Nah, man, my daughter, she be hitting me up with this shit from now. Every now and then my daughter will hit my ass up. And it hurts. But I just take it. She'll ask me like, can you and mama do something together? And I'll be like, nope.
It'd be like, you know, I'm just really sad. You know, I wish mommy and daddy were in the same house. I wish, and they're really honest about it. And I'm raising that kind of individual. I want you to be honest with me. And I just sit there and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'm from a divorced family as well. I get it. That sucks, you know, but we're going to work it out. And you are so loved by both of us.
I am an open book, but at some point I'm a mama bear more than I am a person in the public eye. So I care 100% more about my children than I do anything else on this planet.
Statistically though, guys, most of us are from a divorced family or a single mom in my case. So it's not like as uncommon as you think.
Another way Kelly's getting real about her heartbreak, channeling it into some new music.
She did the Mary J. Blige, y'all.
Last 2 years, and it's basically this arc. If I didn't have outlet, I didn't even know if I was going to release an album because I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Like you write it all out and you get it all out and it's all there. It's like, I needed that.
Buys rings?
I wrote so much.
Look at this goddamn ring on her finger. That is her left hand. Like, girl, you gotta let that shit go, baby. Let that shit go. You gotta do, it's done. Let it go.
Like, whatever your art form is or however you express yourself, whatever your outlet is, like, that's what that was for me.
Get it out.
Getting it out.
Like, I don't know how anybody, I'll just be real with you, goes through grief, like divorce, any kind of grief, any kind of loss without having an outlet. Like, it is, I have written like 60 songs.
I agree with her on this.
It's like an insane amount of getting it out.
I agree with her on that. And, you know, I may be clowning her for the divorce, but this is just to show you guys that it happens to women. But this was my outlet for divorce. I couldn't make no goddamn album, but I could make a video. I can make a video trolling Lolo Jones' ass for, you know, screaming about getting a man after Chris Humphries dumped her ass. I mean, I could make a video about Ime Udoka, you know what I'm saying? Blowing that Mormon wife's back out and losing his goddamn career. And speaking of Ime, his ex just came for full custody and child support. I should do that next.
And the singer admits another marriage might not be in the cards.
I fell in love so deeply. I experienced that.
Hold up.
So much.
Hold up. Do you guys see this right here? Look, let's make it bigger for you. I had the pleasure to read through my parents' divorce docs, and man, I love my mom, but she cooked my dad. God damn. God, hey, what did she
Gotta get my bag and run.
Did she get her bag and run, or did she like make him out to be like an abuser or something of that nature? But damn. What is the profile pic, man? Like, I can't, man. Sometimes Twitter they be trolling my ass.
For that, but I really do like truly love being single. Like, yeah.
This is why I wanted to play this, guys. She will never get married again. This is why, because of this goddamn divorce. And that's so many men like myself.
Like, truly love being single. Like, I do. Maybe one day, I'm not like saying I'm against it. I won't be getting married. I would love to fall in love.
That shit it learns your ass when you're powerless to family court and there's nothing your ass could do about it. And you just going through it and this person is just reaping all the goddamn benefits. You become so like, I will never, ever be in this situation again. How did she get into it? She got married. Nah, someone's saying, Cap, nah, man. Watch what this settlement does to her ass. You about to hear the settlement.
Like, I would love to find someone and fall in love and do that thing, but I have children, and that's why I say, it's not that I'm like against marriage. I'm saying I have children. I didn't have the most positive experience with
Henry get a life.
step situations and like remarrying. I will not do that to my children.
I'm just careful also while being real.
All right, there is Kelly Clarkson. You like, Henry, this ain't the part where she got cashed out. Henry, what? I thought she was getting cashed out, Henry. Okay, all right, here come the cashing out.
Kelly Clarkson's divorce from Brandon Blackstock has been finalized. Per court documents obtained by The Blast, Clarkson will pay her ex a massive one-time payment of just over $1.3 million.
$1.3 million. Okay, just 1.3 million dollars up front.
As well as a monthly child support payment of $45,601 for their two.
Whoa. I think we need the calculator for this, right? Y'all want me to bring up the calculator, start calculating this shit up? I think we can. I think we can calculate this out, if you will. Give me a second. Let me play it up. Let's hear it back.
$101 for their two children, 7-year-old River Rose and $501, as well as a monthly child support payment of $45,601 for their two children, 7-year-old River Rose and 5-year-old Remington Alexander. The payment started on February 1st. Additionally, the couple agreed on having joint custody of their children, although they will live at Clarkson's Los Angeles residence. Another stipulation of the agreement is that both children will be vaccinated against COVID-19, as they will be traveling out of state to see their father at the former couple's Montana ranch, where he'll be living for the the time being. Although Clarkson is getting both of their Montana properties, Blackstock will pay her $2,000 per month while he stays there until June. In addition to the one-time payment, Clarkson will also pay Blackstock $115,000 in spousal support each month until January 31st, 2024. The amount of spousal support is lower than the previous amount.
All right, so she is paying, guys, a whopping $158,000 a month to this guy. Only $43,601 is child support. So he's going to be collecting around that much for the next 13 years. And his alimony ends in 2024. I think he got the biggest bag yet. What do you guys think about this? Like, people are like, damn, what the hell? Damn, shit, where'd you find that one? Now, look, when it comes to child support, right? Is this fair or foul, guys? Where are my women at in the chat? Is this fair or foul? Joint custody. Actually, she has the majority of the custody. I believe they fly out there like 2 weekends a month, if I'm not mistaken. And they live with her most of the time, but they take a private jet to go see his ass. Like, what the fuck? What do you guys think about this? This foul? Foul. It would be a woman saying it's foul. You gotta be kidding me. Or someone with a female avatar. Wait. She said it's foul. Do not block her, guys. Let her live. She said foul. No way. Foul? Let's see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. She said it's foul. That's foul? What makes it so foul? Just out of curiosity. Alu Duck. What makes it so foul? Why is it so foul? Can we follow up with that? Do not block her in the chat, guys. Do not block him or her in the chat. And it looks like after I called this person out, they have went ghost on me. Like okay. That's foul. All right, that's foul. All right, this foul. Henry, don't get irate. All right, I won't get irate. I promise I won't get irate. I promise. Well, what the hell is this? What the hell is this story right goddamn here? Miss Foul. It's foul. Hey, remember Kevin Costner? Remember when I was covering his divorce? Or just showing you, hey, he got a prenup? Hey, she said it's foul. What about this? Kristen says $129,000 a month won't cut it. Our kids' lifestyle costs more. Abel Duck is AFK? Yeah, of course they're AFK. Of course. I mean, I just put there. It's foul. Is this foul too? Is there a double standard? Oh, what does she say, guys? What does Christina say? What does she say in court docs? What does she say? Okay, let's hear her out. Let's get down to this. Let's get it down to this. Getting off, Kevin Costner's getting off easy paying $130,000 a month in child support, according to her. Is that foul? Who wants that number increased to ensure their kids keep living when they're with her? Like, what the hell? Thank you, S Tampa. Hello, my juicer. Sheesh, I'll take that $129K a year. Hell yeah. No, this is a month. This is a month. She getting someone's annual salary a month right here. And you know what she's saying? It's not enough. She get that $130K. She'd be like,
I'm in a bind, Nate.
I'm in a bind. I only got $130,000. Okay, Abel Duck is back. Abel Duck is back. Let's see what Abel Duck has to say for herself. So I'm wrong for saying it's foul because a man getting paid by a woman, and you assuming I don't think this is foul. Is it foul? You didn't say it's foul. You didn't say, hey, this was happening to Kevin Costner is foul. You ain't say that shit. If you're going to say it with your chest. You don't beat around the bush. Be like, hey, no, what's happening to Kevin is foul too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's make sure it go both ways, Abel Duck. You know what I'm saying? We just want equality out here. That's all we want is equality. All right, so what is she saying? Let's get back to her. She have filed these court docs by TMZ asking the court to reconsider the child support he's paying due to 2 factors. And one is making sure the kids enjoy the same lifestyle with both parents. This is like leech talk. This is how leeches talk. I'm not gonna lie. I may have come up in contact with one. And what she learned about how much money he making. Look, man, these leeches, they are always pocket watching. Always pocket watching. All right. What'd she say? She says it, lays it out in the docs, explaining that their 4 children live in a beach compound with their dad. And that's where
duck out here, big mad.
Yeah. look, quiet storm. No, she big mad. And notice, did she say it's foul? Okay, look, she came back correct, guys. She came back correct. It's foul. It is foul, guys. It's foul. No spouse should have to pay like that when the other is taking care of the kids, especially these amounts. It's gross. Now, if she was to get pregnant by a man, I wonder how much she would be asking for in child support. I'm sure it's nothing, right, Abel Duck? I'm sure it's nothing. If you was married to Kevin Costner, how much in child support would you want? Put it in the chat. We here. We going back and forth. We could be civil. What'd she say? Hey, the 4 kids live in a goddamn beach house that's worth between 65 and 95 million. Goddamn, he got money. He got money.
I got money.
His kids living better than anyone in the chat, I promise you, except for probably Quiet Storm. And they also fly private on luxury vacations with Kevin. She like, well, I got to keep that up. She like, look, he took them to Aspen last month, right after Christine had them in Hawaii. She says Kevin needs to pay sufficient child support. God damn, sufficient, so that the children can go on comparable vacations when they arrive with her. This is true even if the child support payments also improve her lifestyle. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait. She's not even shy about it. She is not even shy about it, guys. What is going on? What is going on? Like, hey, the child support's supposed to be for the child.
It's all foul. Parasites don't care about their kids. It shouldn't matter if it's a man or woman. Don't do someone dirty just because you break up.
Facts. Saying no. Look, guys, I am getting done dirty. I don't pay that much, but they want more. And San is hitting the nail right on the head. Hey, this is because they broke up. She wants as much money as she can get. And Kevin Costner pointed out in previous court docs that the money she wants is mostly for cosmetic surgery. Okay, let's get back to what Christine says. That's simply the standard required by, look, when they start citing California Family Code, this is parasite talk, not, hey, the kids need. It's like, well, according to the law, based on that alone, she says the $129K a month won't cut it. And she estimates instead it should be $175,000 a month. Now, if you don't know, guys, she originally wanted $248,000 a month, and the judge gave her $129,000 a month. So we know she's a full-blown parasite looking for $250,000 per month from her ex-husband. Let's get back to the court document. Where did she get this $175,000 from? Because she's pocket watching his ass, guys. Pocket watching. And by the way, Christine says that's a deal because that higher amount will not be sufficient to replicate Kevin's lifestyle. God damn. It ain't gonna be sufficient.
Think about y'all, but I'll take $1 million a month. I've got money, skull.
And he said, I don't know about y'all, but I'll take $1 million a month.
I got money.
Hey, look, guys. Look, you think this is absorbent? There is someone out there paying $200,000 a month that's not named Kanye West for one kid. Like, I could do this child support family court content every goddamn day. Exactly. Oh yeah, fucking say it. Exactly, guys. Look. When Henry was going through his divorce, where was it filed at then? Yes, I was there day one. He showed receipts. Exactly, guys. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Shout out to Quiet Storm. You guys don't know. I was keeping a lot back, and Quiet Storm knows because I would be like, hey, I would post it on locals, like, hey, Here's this. Like, I almost posted my goddamn child support judgment against me during my divorce. And I was like, I was paying like $1,000 a month. So imagine this, right? Oh God, Quiet Storm be triggering me sometimes. Because he's was it blessed with information, cursed by information, as Thanos would say. When I was going through my divorce, guys, not only did I lose my wife's contributions to our monthly bills and stuff, in addition, I had to pay an extra $1,000 per month. That does not even count my lawyer bills that were just like just ballooning up. So I was struggling. I told you, like, hey, I couldn't even take my daughter to go to it was a show in town because I was like, I couldn't swing it. But yeah, Firestorm absolutely right. Yeah, he saw the receipts. People were seeing the receipts. Let's get thank you, S Tampa. He like, look, S Tampa, like, look, man, fuck what y'all talking about. I'm going for a cool $1 million a month. I'm going for it. Salute to S Tampa, but it's foul. Now look, what is she saying? Hey, 175,000 is not enough, considering for the last 2 years he made 20 million each year, more than 1.6 million a month. They be watching your ass. They be counting that money. And look at this. Based on them having 50-50 custody of the kids, California guidelines require Kevin to pay $175,000 a month. You see how this shit works? Like, and look, this is all tax-free. This is 100% tax-free. So she's getting $129,000 times 12. She's getting damn near 1.5 million to take care of her kids, and she says it's not enough. And she's asking for 175,000 times 12. She's asking for $2.1 million a year to care for their 3 kids. Right there. There you go. Look at that smile. She knew. And she's challenging the prenup. She's challenging it. Tax-free. That's right. Tax-free, guys. That's how child support works. Tax-free. You like, it's really tax-free? Yes, it's fucking tax-free. What are you talking about? You guys don't know. Look at this shit. It gets worse. It gets worse. And look, guys, when I was going through divorce, my wife tried to make me seem like I was the goddamn $1 million man. She's like, he make 30 to 50. Well, she didn't say 30 to 50, but she was like $15,000 to $30,000 more than me. And that shit should go to me, Judge. I have his daughter. He has her more, but he should be paying child support. He should be doing it. Not, I'm going to work harder to level up. Not, hey, I don't need the child. Not the amount of child support I'm asking for exceeds the amount that's needed to care for our daughter. Hey, he makes more money. I want this exorbitant amount of child support that only covers what I spend on our daughter, but enriches my life also. And the judge was like, all right, where do I sign? Let's make him pay. The judge was like, we going to make his ass pay. As she paints the green pictures of Kevin's career, claiming he made $11 million for season 4 of Yellowstone and $10 million for season 5. Plus, she says he's scheduled to make $12 million for his upcoming Horizon film and another $12 million for the sequel, which has already been greenlit. Look, guys, stop telling these women your goddamn money business because they gonna come for your ass. Look, you think Adept knew about XQC's kick deal? You think he told her ass? He was like, look at that. Probably about to get $100 million from this shit. Hell no. If he would have told her he had a fucking $100 million deal on the table, her ass would have stuck around. She wouldn't have said shit. She would have waited like a goddamn praying mantis, waiting to pounce on his ass. He didn't tell her. Shit went left, and we got the RP divorce. But she like, hey, look at all this money he's about to have coming in. Now, look, she's house hunting, guys. She is house hunting, and she says she's currently living in a vacation rental, but in September, she's moving into a month-to-month rental in Montecito for $40,000 a month. There are fucking families that don't even make $40,000 a year. And she is going through it like a month, acting like a spoiled brat, that the $129,000 in child support every month that she gets tax-free is not enough. Look, guys, you cannot make this shit up. It sounds like a sweet pad, but in the docs, in the court docs, she grosses, unlike Kevin's Beach Club compound, the September rental is on the mountainside of the freeway. It does not have beachfront access, nor is it walking distance to the beach and has no scenic view. You see where her priorities are at? Do you see this shit? You see it? Hey, but hey, look, look. It's no beachfront property, guys. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? No beachfront property. Look, even Able Duck is like, wait, no beachfront? Like, what the fuck? Shout out to Able Duck for being a good sport today. But look, guys, let's get back to it. Let me go full screen before I get, jammed up. Because when I be on Twitter, it should be like, we did the Fousey update. Like, I got to go through all of my tabs that I saved because last time I was scrolling and let's just say I will never be scrolling on Twitter again. And that's just what it is. I can't do it. And we do have another woman who is losing, who has lost, if you will, in life. And that woman is, you guys probably remember her, right? Let's give it up for Wendy Williams. Now, shout out to my sister. She looks up to Wendy. And her husband, ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, is crying about no longer being able to support his lifestyle on his ex-wife's dime. Hey, wait. Oh, wait. And look, sometimes I see a good comment. Hot take, we should get rid of child support altogether. Guess what? Fun fact for you. In the UK, I believe, if you have 50-50 custody, there is no child support. There you go. Fact check me. But he is saying he can no longer live off, I believe he was getting $90,000 per month, despite him cheating on her for years. And he was using her money to take care of him. Now, look, this is how people react when men collect alimony and child support from women. What do they say? Hold on, let me move myself out the goddamn picture, right? God is good. Wendy's ex-husband claims he cannot pay bills and faces home foreclosure after stop alimony payments. Oh shit! God is good. Hey, she stopped paying alimony. God is good. Now, when men stop paying alimony, shit, these women be.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
What else? No one gives a side F, Kevin. Send your side chick out to bring some money in. Like, look, they just roasting his ass. F Kevin Hunter and Kendu Isaacs. This is a man right here. This is a man. Now, guys, fun fact. When women cheat on men, they can still collect alimony. They can still collect child support. They can still take half your stuff. Unless in Georgia, then you can't get alimony. But it happens. Hey, I know Kevin Hunter didn't think he could be retired unemployed from age 47 to death. That's a lot of arrogance and entitlement. Hey, chill, shorty. What about the women in Florida complaining about them getting rid of lifetime alimony? Is that till death? Is that a lot of arrogance and entitlement? Oh shit, son. Like, guys, I can do this family court shit every day and never run out of content, but we got to get back to Twitch because we about to see NMP kick Adept's back in, if you will. You like, is he about to really kick her back in, Henry? Do you really have him kicking her back in? Yes. Yes. More people just telling him to get a job. That's why he won't. He's a bum. He will not marry his 304 due to New Jersey law. Divorcees can and will receive alimony until they remarry. He will always be a bum. Kevin Hunter. Hey, women do the same shit though. I literally saw a video, I kid you not, the other day. He was like, if any of y'all really want to help me out, can you befriend my ex-wife, move in, take a couple pictures, and I'll send you $10,000. He said that shit on stream. He was like, it would do me a huge favor. I would give you $10,000 to sleep with my ex-wife, let you move in, take a couple pictures so I could stop paying this bitch alimony. Like, look, Kevin Hunter is absolutely pathetic. Wendy herself doesn't have access to her own money, but you think you should? Maybe if you didn't contribute to driving her crazy. Look, it's always Jermaine's fault, guys.
It is all Jermaine's fault.
It's Jermaine's fault she crazy. She would still be capable of working and paying for your lifestyle. Get your mistress. Now look, god damn, she just put her whole government, Sharina Hudson, to work. God damn. Oh my god. Not Kevin Hunter crying broke because the alimony stopped. Chow. Woo chow. My sister be saying that woo chow shit. I have fallen behind on most of my bills. If the homeowners association fees are not paid, foreclosure will soon follow. Wendy Williams, ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. And they memed his ass out. Now, let's get to NMPL kicking Adept's back in, if you will. Give me a second. Look, I got to make sure I go full screen. So, I got it right here. Let's go to Twitter first. You like, Henry, we got to go to Twitter first? Yeah, we got to go to Twitter first. Like, what's on Twitter? Like, shit, boy. Let me tell you. Look, this is what's up on, this is what's on Twitter. Let's go to it. You guys remember this, right? This probably happened about, a week ago? You know, I'm not going to play the whole thing. But I think you guys remember, you remember the face, you remember the tears, the crocodile. You remember this, right?
Because I have restrictions on what I can and cannot say. Restrictions that I thought would bring me peace. Restrictions that I thought would give me privacy to deal with all of this. And it hasn't. The only thing it's done is keep the truth from coming out for longer.
All right, so we have that from Adept. We have another clip from Adept.
Because here's the truth of what happened. But here's the thing. If it's all going to be stop talking about on stream, then stop talking about it.
I can't wear her.
Stop talking about it on stream at all. Because here's the truth of what happened on April 20th.
Stop the cap.
Oh, God. Stun locked. She got stun locked. Look, my editor did a great take on this.
But here's the thing.
And let's get to NMP because he had to weigh in on this, guys. Is it gonna load?
But like for example, like I saw a couple days ago, like someone on Twitch was crying over some bullshit. I did not feel any bit of sympathy for them, you know, because they really put themselves in that position themselves.
Now, who do you think he's talking about? If you don't know NMP, LOL. He banned me from coming on the cooking stream. He's a founding member of OTK who is currently in a defamation lawsuit. He's taken what looks to be a personality test. And it says, seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry. When I see people cry, especially women online, I feel zero sympathy, let alone want to goddamn cry. All right. And, you know, to be fair, even though he banned me from the cooking stream, there are sometimes he has a take that I actually agree with. Kid you not. But let's hear it from the top, guys. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. How about you guys in the chat?
Nope.
All right, I didn't think so.
But like for example, like I saw a couple days ago, like someone on Twitch was crying over some bullshit. I did not feel any bit of sympathy for them. You know, because they really put themselves in that position themselves. You know, so it's just like I don't really even know what to say, dude, with this one here. What do we say? Two from the left? This one? This one?
No. And here's the thing, right? The thing about Nick and XQC, they're neighbors. They're next door neighbors, guys. And I know this from the police reports. Because when some shit pop off at XQC house, guess who they call? Anyway, we ain't getting that far yet, but he's talking about Adept, guys. Or who else was crying on Twitter last week that he could possibly be talking about? What do you think? Nah, Henry. Like, nah, Henry. Nope. Who do you guys think he's talking about, if not Adept? I'm telling you, most of the time when you see women crying on stream, it's planned, it's rehearsed, it's to gain sympathy. It is what it is. And people are like, well, how do you know about Melina's last name? Because of the goddamn police reports.
But like for example, like I saw a couple days ago, like someone on Twitch was crying over some bullshit. I did not feel any bit of sympathy for them, you know, because they really put themselves in that position themselves, you know. So it's just like, I don't really even know what to say, dude, with this one here.
It's a no for me, dog. I hit him with the.
What do we say?
It's a no. It has to be a no, right? It's a
two
hard
from
no.
the left.
It's
this
a
one?
hard no, right? No.
This one?
It's probably all the way to the goddamn right, guys. Fran cried too. I was like, man, what? Oh God, these women ain't crying. All right, guys, let's get to the main event. Do me a favor, if you're on YouTube, like the stream. We're about to go down the Halle Berry train, if you will. Halle Berry. She's getting cashed out. And then we'll do XQC and updates and future streams and all that good stuff. But we have to give Halle Berry. We got to give her just due. And some people are really upset and irate that she has to pay child support. And I'll actually break it down how she's paying child support, why she's paying the child support, and why did she agree to certain concessions in her child support case. And I know this from mine. Okay. ATM Berry divorce. Look, man, Halle Berry be getting cashed out since cashed out, but you know, she is no victim here, if you will. She has a proclivity to play victim. That's a good ass word for you guys. Proclivity. All right, where do we start? Right here. Let's start right here. You know what I'm saying? You like, Henry, where are we starting at? We gonna start right here. You like, it's just writing, Henry. We don't know what the story is. Okay, look. We gonna go back. Let's take it back. You see this face? You see this face? And it's not Rihanna, so don't think it's Rihanna. This is Gabrielle. Okay? Halle Berry's now current ex-husband gave her baby daddy the case of the beats at a goddamn Thanksgiving brawl. You like, how'd you know this?
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
So he had to put them paws on him. They saying gruesome injuries. They thought he was in the car with Chris Brown for a second. No. Here's how the story plays out. Okay, and look, Gabrielle, you know, he was like, hey, I got to get a restraining order against Halle Berry's fiance, Oliver Martinez, who busted Gabriel's face during a brutal brawl on Thanksgiving. Hey, he was thankful for them hands that, you know, that he was putting all on his face. And Gabriel's declaration, which includes graphic photos of his injuries, paints a radically different picture of what went down at Halle's house on Thursday. So look, guys, could you imagine? You got your baby daddy, you got the kids there, you got your husband to be, you trying to do the Brady Bunch thing, some shit go left, and your soon-to-be husband gives your former boyfriend a case of the beats. And that's just what it is, okay? But look, Gabriel was like, look, man. Look, man. He filed by his lawyer. He said the day before Thanksgiving, Gabriel took Nala to school to pay for
is the
what you
child
call it?
Support amount high?
Let me
Yes.
check something.
Do I give a F? No. Man shrugging, devilish face. Shout out to her ex. Big W.
Oh man, look, Classy don't know the whole story though. Classy don't know the whole story. He says, is child support amount high? Yes. Do I give a F? No. Shout out to her ex, Big W. You think it's a big W. Classy like, Big W. Big W. Big W for, you know, her fiance putting a pause on her ex-baby daddy, right? All right, what is he saying? The victim, if you will. He says the day before, Gabrielle took Nala to her school play like any good father would. Halle and Oliver showed up, and Oliver walked up to Gabriel and whisper in his ear in French, I wish I could beat the shit out of you right now. You're lucky we're in school right now. We're going to take Nala right now, and you're not going to follow us. That's what he said. The next day, Gabriel Gabriel says he took Nala to Halle's house around 10 a.m. He says in a completely unusual move, Oliver came out to the front door. Usually the nanny was the go-between. Oliver's like, no. I got the door. Now, typically with custody things, this happens, right? And what I can tell you from my parenting plan, we exchange for Thanksgiving the day before. There's no day of for any holiday in our parenting plan. It just makes it easier, and you don't have to worry about anyone being late. You know what I'm saying? So Gabriel drops his daughter off at Halle's house, and instead of the nanny, the French dude like, hey, what's up? Well, he's like, what's all that shit you was popping online, son? What's all that shit you was talking to my wife to be, huh? Where's that same energy at? And Gabriel claims Oliver said, hey, we need to talk. We need to talk. Gabriel says he walked towards his car, closed the door when Oliver jumped off the stairs and knocked Gabriel to the ground and started brutally beating him, screaming that Gabriel cost them $3 million to fight the custody war. God damn. Like, he was like, shit. He was like, nah, man, you cost my wife to be $3 million. He put the paws on his ass, and look, from the looks of this picture, it looks like he lost. I can't tell, but it looks like he lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, simp enforcer, right? He put the paws on him, right? For the $3 million custody war. Gabriel says Oliver took his head in his hand and slammed it on the concrete. Yo, he was trying to kill him, ninja. He was trying to kill him. God damn. According to the declaration, Oliver assaulted Gabriel. He screamed that they were going to move to Paris, and Gabriel had better move there too, or Oliver would kill him. God damn. Now, look, we'll get to XQC after this. Here's the thing, right? I'm not going to continue to read the rest of the article, but this is the past. You're like, well, how old is this? This is 2012, right? Because we want to tell the story accurately and in order. What happened next? They wanted to move to Paris. The judge blocked it, and he put her ass on child support. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, 2014, I got beat up by your husband, and you tried to take my daughter to goddamn Paris with this goddamn maniac who just beat me to an inch of my life. And now she got hit with the checkbook is about to get a workout. She's going to start paying baby daddy, Gabriel Aubrey, $16,000 a month, which comes to almost $200,000 a year. A judge signed off on it, and it was for their 6-year-old daughter. And on top of that, retroactive $115K and $300,000 in goddamn attorney fees. And typically when these custody cases happen, like he probably had to file for some type of custody, you sue for your lawyer fees. It's pretty standard. And they found her to be probably in contempt, and that's why they ordered legal fees. Now, what did she say? What did she say? After that goddamn big ass child support order, she calls his ass a bum. You like, Henry, she called him a what? She called him a bum. She called his ass a bum. She was like, look, man, Gabriel is a bum. I want my child support cut. And look at him. Meanwhile, she's also getting married at this time or whatever. Halle Berry had it in her baby daddy Gabriel Avery, claiming that he has been living entirely off the child support. So what, Halle? Women do it all the time. We just saw Kevin Costner's wife like, hey, I need to enrich my life off the child support, and asked the judge to stop the gravy train. TMZ has learned that Halle Berry filed docs asking the judge to, in their custody case, to reduce her monthly child support from $16,000 a month to just a little over $3,000. How are you gonna live off $3,000? Don't be a deadbeat mom, Halle Berry. Don't do that shit. Not on my watch. I don't like deadbeat moms. Pay your goddamn child support. Okay? Hey, she was like, he stopped working, is content to live off the child support, and that's abuse of the system. This sounds like straight like a man, right? Judge, she won't get a job. I'm sure Kevin Costner wanted to pull that shit, but what will it do? Will it do anything for him? Would it help him out?
Nope.
No. Not a chance. All right. Side notes. Gabriel is perfectly capable of getting a job. And by reducing the support, it will allow 6-year-old Nala to live a comfortable life supplemented by his income. Like, why would we want to do that? Why would we want to do that? And look, they had joint custody and all that good stuff, right? Now, let's keep it going. Now, in the midst of all this shit, right? Halle Berry has a proclivity to go on these tours and basically dog all her ex-husbands. And David Justice came out. And he said, I never hit Halle Berry. She ruins her exes, right? Ruins them, okay? And apparently, Eric Benet, one of her husbands who cheated on her, he was like, look, I agree with David. My man David Justice is tweeting the truth this morning because he said, hey, he ruins it, right? And you're like, why would her ex-husband agree with the other ex-husband? Okay? Look at this shit, guys. This is like, you get to see all this come together. Full circle. This is like Andrew Tate warning XQC about Adept. He's like, look, bro, you living with a clown. And XQ's like, nah, I'm okay. All right, now he's at the fucking circus. But this is him trying to warn, hey, look, man, let's go through it really quickly. Hey, he never laid a finger on Halle Berry and essentially blames her for starting rumors that he abused her because they do. They had to, like, I'm an abuse victim. And they'd be like, what abuse? On some Johnny Depp shit. Well, I really don't want to get into it. They just say that shit and, tabloids run with it. They were married from 92 to 97. You know what I'm saying? Went off on Twitter saying he's been wrongly misidentified as the famous former boyfriend who attacked her in the post. Because she did it, blindly. She didn't want to say who did it, who abused her. It was a famous former boyfriend. And people was like, well, we only dated a couple people, Holly. So it's either him or it's Eric Benet. And he largely took the blunt. Now, look. Look. He called some shit, right? The NMPOL star goes off to defend himself while issuing a warning to Halle's estranged husband, Oliver Martinez. This is the guy who put the beats on her first baby daddy, because what you guys don't know is they've been going off and on about divorce. Off and on. I'm filing for divorce. No, you filing for divorce. Off and on. And he was like, look, me, Eric, Gabriel, and Oliver were all her knight in shining armor until it ends. Then we all become the worst guys in history. Only the guys in the relationship with Halle know the real deal. They will be another course. It will be called the best until it ends. Just wait, Oliver. It's coming. She insinuated that her daughter wasn't safe around Gabriel. Look it up and see the reason. Just wrong. Shaking my hand. It makes me mad to see this. Makes me mad to still see the same lie being perpetrated about the source of her abuse being me. Never happened. Cool. Now look, divorce on the line. They go back and forth. California, you can settle on the divorce in certain aspects like property, money, stuff like that. But the custody was still lingering. Fast forward. Boom. Right here. This is the article everyone's talking about. Okay. Now, before we get to this article, what did Halle Berry say about the $16,000 a month she was ordered to pay? She said, hey, this shit is extortion. And you like, Henry, we can't even see extortion right there. It's extortion. Do you think Kevin Costner feel like he's getting extorted? Do you think all these women who are paying alimony feel like it was getting extorted? Do you think Mary J. Blige felt like it was extortion? What about the men? Is that not extortion? Is that not extortion too? God damn, it feels like extortion. But, it is what it is. All right, so she described it as an extortion. She went on this big-ass rant, guys. She was like, women don't owe you ish. And she made a caption, okay? And shout out to the men. I'm going to read this caption because she sympathizes with us. And when I did that Facebook post, people were like, no one commented except for my father-in-law, who I still say father-in-law because he's like, he paid child support. He know what it is. I've been paying it for. Let me start at the top. Berry replied to her followers in the comments section, expressing her feelings about the biases of child support. I've been paying it for a decade now. I feel like if a woman or man is having to pay child support, that is way more than the reasonable needs to help support the child. I think it's wrong, she wrote. Oh, you do now, huh? She added that the parenting should be an effort completed by both parents, which I agree. I understand some parents, men or women, may need help, but I also feel in these modern times, both men and women have the responsibility to financially take care of their children and work hard to make every effort to do so. Now, guys, this is after she paid child support. Trust me, before she was paying child support, she could care two shits about men paying child support. A lot of people don't care about issues until it impacts themselves, myself included. When men were getting cashed out, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But, you know, it's Hollywood. You thought that shit was normal. And then when the everyday man get cashed out, you like, this shit is hell. Okay? She also spoke on her belief that people should use child support to supplement the income they can't earn themselves. Like, hey, like, what the fuck? Too many laws are set up. People are allowed to use children in order to be awarded money to live a lifestyle that they not only did not earn, but is way above and beyond the child's reasonable needs. And that is the wrong and where I see the abuse. God damn, she's seeing it. She's seeing it. I can say I'm living every day and I can tell you it's hard. I totally understand the feeling of those men because we know it. Child support negatively impacts men who feel they have been taken advantage of by the system. It happens. And that's pretty much it, guys. But let's go back to her settlement. And here's the first guy. This is what he got. After this shit got cut in half, and it's going to kind of mirror her new settlement. So this is in 2021, okay? She got her $6,000 or $16,000 a month cut in half to $8,000 a month. Okay, what else? In the ex-couple new agreement, Hollywood paid retroactive, so she got some arrearages in the amount of $85,000 and agreed to pay private school tuition and health insurance. And there's another part where it talks about the special calculation right here. This is what I wanted to show you. In the new agreement, she will also pay Gabriel additional child support if her income exceeds basically $2 million in a given year, and she must also contribute $5,000 to Gabriel's attorney fees and court costs. This shit always happens, but why would she agree to this? Why would she agree to pay for private school and tuition and insurance? I can tell you from experience. You agree to pay for this so the other person has no fucking reason to contact you whatsoever. If you start splitting tuition and you start splitting copays, this gives them an avenue to reach out and contact your ass. That's all it does. They like, oh, well, we got to split this. Now I got to contact you. I kid you not, I get messages from my ex at 6 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes about money, sometimes about our daughter's schedule because she's lonely. It just happens. Now let's get to the new order right here. 8-year divorce. Goddamn. Now look, guys, when you look at this 8-year divorce, this is millions of dollars gone in legal fees. I kid you not. I had a 2-year divorce. I'm at like 25,000 now, and it's still kind of growing because of like little stupid stuff where I actually have to go talk to my lawyer because my ex is pulling some bullshit. But anyway, Halle Berry's long road to finalizing her divorce to Oliver Martinez is officially over after the ex-couple hammered out a formal custody and child support agreement that has the actress paying big bucks. God damn. $8K a month is still a good payout. Shit. Everyone would take $8K a month. There's not one person in this chat who wouldn't take $8K a month. Not one person. Put a no if you wouldn't take it. Put a no. I did not get to the Destiny. Destiny's still coming up. Okay. Here's the deal. Back in 2015, they split after 2 years of marriage. The exes have one child, 9-year-old Maceo. They still had a prenup, but the case still dragged on for years. God damn. 8 years. Now look, he was the one likely dragging it out over money. He wanted the fucking Gabriel. He wanted the deal that the guy who he beat up. He was like, hey man, I beat that ninja, but he got $16,000 a month. I know it was cut, but shit. What am I gonna get? He trying to do what all the women were doing. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to
Gotta get my bag and run.
He's trying to get his bag using his son. Fast forward to 2023. Look at the beautiful couple when the love is lost. Let me tell you, this is when all this court shit start. This is when the RP divorce come into play. When the love is lost. Legal docs were filed in LA County, which I could have easily got them, but I just chose not to. Which officially tied up the remaining loose ends of these issues. According to the new court docs, Halle and Oliver agreed to joint legal and physical custody, which is great. Court docs say that the kid has to go to family counseling. You know, look, man, that family counseling should be some bullshit, but hey, it is what it is. From her ex-boyfriend, Nala, can go. They can sit in during the family sessions, but her new ninja, he is out. And guys, when you establish your parenting plan, if you know someone is going to be in the life of your kid, you can literally say, hey, they can never be alone with my kid. They can never watch my kid. My ex did that to my mother and grandmother, which I agree with because my mom and grandmother has no mobility. And do you think I trust my mother with my daughter?
Nope.
No. They can't even goddamn move. My daughter, she darts. She darts off quickly. Halle will have custody of Maceo Monday to Wednesday. Oliver will get him Wednesday to Friday. All right. With some variations due to school closures, the pair will alternate custody of Maceo on the weekend. So the way it works, guys, this is a 50-50 schedule. This is kind of like mine, but kind of different. Halle will have the daughter or the son every Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, she drops him off to school. Wednesday and Thursday, the father picks him up. And then they alternate Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this is actually not a bad. When I saw this, I was like, damn, this is not bad. You get some consistency where mine's it rotates. 1 week I'll have her Monday, Tuesday. The next week I'll have her Wednesday, Thursday. It rotates. And the reason why it rotates is because during the weekend with the Halle Berry schedule, it means Halle will not see her son for 5 days straight. So when he has Wednesday, Thursday, and this is weekend, he will have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She'll see her kid back on Monday. This is how it works, guys. I'm telling you, when it comes to this family court shit, I can do this shit every day. All right. As for child support, Halle has to pony up $8,000 a month to Oliver. She will pay an additional 4.3% of all income over $2 million. Now, what happens right here, right? Women are upset that she's paying two guys $8,000 a piece, and any money over $2 million, she has to kick them some ends, right? What is she going to do? She's going to intentionally not take roles, intentionally take lower pay. She's going to make sure she would never make over $2 million while she is going through this until she's off child support. I know people like not over $2 million. Like, yeah, this shit happens. She will never do it. And ultimately, this guy will probably never take a job because here's the thing, right? When you put money involved, she's going to be watching him to see if he gets a big role to lower her child support. He's going to be watching her to see if she has a big role to increase his child support or to collect or audit her finances to see if she's making over $2 million. It's a dirty game, and basically they stalemate themselves if you play chess. It's unfortunate, but he's a parasite, you know, or being parasitic, or some people would say exercising his legal right. But what do you guys think about this? Her story, fair or foul? Fair or foul? Fair or foul? Put foul in the chat. If you think it's foul, put fair in the chat, or just an F if you think it's fair. Everyone's shitty here. Look, yeah. Oh shit, fair. Fair. Where's Able Duck? Where's she at? Because this is lower than the 130,000. Is she still here? Is Able Duck here? I would say F all of them. Foul. Look, Able Duck. Whoa! Foul. Look, Able Duck is. Look, man. Able Duck, are you married? Do you have kids? I need to know Able Duck's story, guys. Someone do some digging on her.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
Because, I don't have too many female watchers. So when I get one, not fair, but you don't feel sorry. Okay. All right. Not fair, but you don't feel sorry. Now, look, guys, I am a red pill guy. You like, Henry, you red pill? Now, look, it's another story out there. that I haven't touched because it's not confirmed yet. It's not confirmed. Did Steve Harvey's wife cheat on him with their bodyguard? I'm not touching this story. It's not confirmed yet. People are coming out saying this friend right here is saying, look, man, what does he say? Did he delete it? Oh shit. No, he did not delete the caption. No, he did not delete the caption. Oh, hold on. I think he deleted the caption. He said it's fake. Hold on. No way. Hold on, guys. Did he delete the caption saying that Steve Harvey didn't cheat? It got to be something, right? Am I missing something? Am I missing it? Okay, here we go. It's up. He says, I was about to say like, yo, wait, hold on. He says this. When it comes to her cheating on Steve Harvey with her bodyguard, he said fake news has been taken to a new heights all over the world. This is so unfortunate. We experience this practically every day. And so when we read about our friend Steve Harvey and his lovely wife having issues, we had to contact him, and he confirmed that he and his wife are very much okay, and it's all fake news and should be disregarded. All right, what do you guys think? Oh. Steve Harvey is to Simps what KS is to the manosphere. Oh, good take, classy. I mean, here's the thing. She only got with him for the money, right? She left her drug dealer husband for the money, got with him. Now let's get to Destiny, guys. Now look, guys, you like, oh shit, you about to talk about Destiny? Then we'll do XQC and future streams. Give me a second to load some stuff up, if you will. Now look, guys, you would say I'm red pill, right? You could say I'm red pill, and that would be okay. But
thank God.
I'm not purple pill. I'm not out here pushing relationships or anything like that. I'm not out here saying I will be in a relationship or anything like that, or get married or anything like that. I am very much set in my ways, if you will. Give me a second, and I just gotta load two things.
We've got an actual CPA.
All right, cool. All right, I think I have everything loaded. What do you guys think of the stream so far? Did these women pay or what? We can go through. We can do a quick recap of everything I covered before we get to the good stuff. Who wouldn't take it? Me? Take it with a smile. Hey, look, hey, I'll take it. Yo, I just got here. What's the current topic? All right, we were talking about women getting cashed out. Ooh, I got a good story for you guys. Shout out to Coach Gang. Before we get to it, what do you guys think about a stay-at-home girlfriend? It's a rising trend that's sparking some outrage and envy. Are any of you inspired to get a stay-at-home girlfriend? You like, Henry, what the stay-at-home girlfriend? What is, you mean stay-at-home wife?
Nope.
No, stay-at-home girlfriend. Okay, there is one. You like, no way. Okay, no way. All right. Let's go to this. Here is a girl who is a
This is what my mornings look like as a 25-year-old stay-at-home girlfriend. I fill up Luke and Ice water bottles to make sure we're hydrated. And then I made myself a Bloom green juice. And then I made Luke his latte. I make him an iced latte.
So is she performing the Keurig function for him, or what are we doing?
Latte with cinnamon and maple syrup and homemade almond milk. Then I tidied up our bedroom, made the bed. Then I did my very long skincare routine, like 20 minutes long.
Exactly, no cohabitation. You know the vibes.
Then I did my 5-minute journal.
You
and
know.
went on a walk on the beach to get a coffee with Luke. And then I put my workout clothes on, did a workout at the gym with Luke, and...
Hey. What do you guys think, guys? You looking at this picture like, you know what? a stay-at-home girlfriend is not so bad, right? You like, I know.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Most sounds like the most unfulfilling life I've ever heard, bruh. Look, she cost in order to keep this body right here and get access to this thigh gap. You are going to have to pay. Someone said flat back. We got a Coach Gang member in the goddamn chat. We got a coach. Like, I can always tell a Coach Gang member by the lingo that they use. They do a lot together, guys. Like, bruh. I mean, she looked like she worth something. Can I afford her?
Nope.
No. But let's keep it going.
Afterwards, made us some smoothie bowls with some superfoods. And I made myself my second caffeine drink for the day, matcha latte with Bloom's collagen. And then I planned out the rest of my day in my new planner.
Look, guys. Someone said her body is mid, but guys, some guys are into that. She's in shape. Definitely got some childbearing hips. She could probably pop out 3 of them. And this guy is not broke based on how she's living. And we're actually going to see him. We're going to see him. This is her routine, guys.
This is what my mornings look like as a 25-year-old stay-at-home girlfriend. I fill up Luke and I's water bottles to make sure we're hydrated. And then I made myself a Bloom green juice.
Who wouldn't want this?
And then I made
the treatment.
Luke
I don't know about the roommate
latte.
living rent free.
I made an iced latte with cinnamon and maple syrup and homemade almond milk. Then I tidied up our bedroom, made the bed. Then I did my very long skincare routine, like 20 minutes long, and ice rolled.
Hold on, let's go back to her face though. Let's see what she looked like. I mean, she's not bad looking.
Very long skincare routine, like 20 minutes long.
I mean, she's not bad looking. I mean, the eyelashes is not me. Freckles, you gonna put the foundation on, and that be that.
And ice rolled. Then I did my 5-minute journal. And
oh, we saw some feet. I didn't even see the feet. Let's go back to the feet. You like Henry? Yeah,
that brother's starving.
But look,
5-minute journal.
You saw the feet.
And went on a walk on the beach to get a coffee with Luke.
Are they living on a goddamn resort?
I put my workout clothes on.
All right, I think we're done with this.
Workout
Let's see what Luke looks like. You like, oh Henry, what does Luke look like? Well, you know, what is he going through? Let me reload the article so we can see what Luke looks like. Why they start me at the goddamn bottom? Here we go. Here's Luke. Like Luke, here's the guy. God damn, they doing the goddamn music shit. I'll take enough money for both of us, and you stay at home girlfriend. And look, did they cut the music or do they still got it? I think so. So here is Luke. If you don't see it. Right here, this is her boyfriend. Now look, I want to say, look guys, this is how you can like smell money, right? You look at this dude, he's caked up. You look at the watch, it looks to be some type of Rolex, if you will. You look at the belt. What is that? Is that Louis Vuitton belt? They had like some all-white party. I went to an all-white party this weekend. But this is Luke. He's funding her life. All she has to do, stay at home. He probably blow her back out anytime he wants. No questions asked. And don't go harassing her or anything like that. But here she go right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she living good. She living better than my ass. You want to see Luke looking silly?
Make a watermelon salad. I'm first gonna start with the dressing. It's really simple. Just the juice of 2 limes.
Is she about the Tiger Woods? Shout out to TJ Lawrence. He's been following the content.
A quarter of a watermelon cubed. I'm gonna add a quarter cup of.
I mean, she is plain as fuck, though, right?
This nice toss, and then add a dressing, and toss that.
Luke.
Watermelon salad.
Yeah. Wow.
As long as Luke don't eat the spaghetti, he should be straight, right?
Yeah.
There go Luke right there, guys. He cheats on her. Why they saying she built like XQC though? All right, let's get into me talking about Destiny and the Red Pill, guys. Now, if you guys don't know, I am Red Pill, but am I some fucking debater? Hell no. Would I ever debate Destiny? Hell no. Not like this. Not like this. I'm just not I'm not debate guy, if you will. You know, I'm not looking to bait anyone. But I did see this video and it did catch me a little off guard because I am under the philosophy, if you will, that all men pay. And you could say I got it from Coach Greg Adams, or you could say I'm just aware. But the fact of the matter is, when dealing with a woman, even if you want a stay-at-home girlfriend, you're going to have to pay in some form or fashion. Excuse me. May it be in time, may it be in money. But his perception, if you will, of what Red Pill guys are and am, which I consider myself Red Pill, is interesting. I found it interesting. So let's take a look at Destiny's Red Pill situation. And what he doesn't realize is he's paying for it, even if it may not be a cash transaction hand to hand, if you will.
Now that I've left the Red Pill arc and we're done with that, now I'm going to be way more candid about all of this because I'm not trying to appeal to those viewers anymore. So if you're a Red Pill fan and you stuck around like Destiny's got reasonable takes, now you're going to hear the real takes.
I'm not red pilled no more.
Look, Coach Gang member in the chat, and he know.
That's you.
Yes, Destiny has been delivered from the Red Pill, guys. He is.
Okay, you guys hate sex. You don't have sex. If you do, you suck shit at sex. And I think a lot of these people are buying escorts and prostitutes. They're getting on these apps and getting them. And you guys are just weird about it.
All right, so we don't have sex. We hate sex. We're not good at sex. And we're on apps buying women. I guess that is Red Pill. I guess he is he in his Blue Pill rage arc, if you will? I'm not sure, but do I have sex? Yes. Have I met women on apps to have sex? Yes. Have I paid them? Not. I mean, we all paying. We're paying something. We're paying with time. It may be some pay for play. Okay. But every man pays. There's no man out here getting free sex. Free sex costs the most. I banged my wife for free for over a decade. In the end, it cost me $150,000. But let's hear out his argument. Let's flesh it out, if you will.
Out of here. Red Pill people and sex is the cringiest in the world. All of it is gross and disgusting. And the saddest thing in the world too is how every single movement that revolves around hating women ultimately relies on the validation that you get from those women. It is the saddest thing in the world. You guys would rather walk into a club with 4 hot chicks than 2 Bugattis outside, both in your name, because you think the validation you get from women is so fucking important to justify. Like it is. And the saddest thing too.
All right, guys, I gotta break it up. I do not get any validation from women whatsoever. And I do not go to clubs, and I'm not looking to ever go to a club with women on my arm. So this doesn't apply to me. Maybe this applies to Zerka or some other, let's say, content creators who validate themselves by the women that they fornicate with. I'm not one of them. If I had sex with a woman, you would never see her. You would never see her on my Instagram. You would never see me flashing her off unless you actually catch me out with the woman in public. And even then, I'm like, hey, show no pictures.
Is I think it's only like me and like maybe 5 or 10%. I don't know how many people are actually confident or actually masculine or actually have an idea of like where they stand in the world so they can perceive these things. It's crazy to me that you see people like Zerka or these guys with all these girls on screen. You're like, wow, those guys are so cool. And if you're a guy that actually or like has something in life or has some kind of meaning or purpose or isn't a destitute loser, you look at it and it's so obvious. It's the equivalent of like buying like a $2 million Rolex when you have a net worth of negative $1 million. It's like, bro, how much validation do you need? Are you okay? Do you need to scream to the whole world?
Now, look, I agree with Destiny. If you are looking to women to validate you, you are a loser. I promise you. Do not let women be what validates you, okay? And we have a 5-month member. Thank you, San. What does she say? What's wrong with red pill? It's not always about hating someone. Sometimes you just know that it's not for you. Yes. And when I think of red pill saying, I don't think of hating women. I don't think of objectifying women. I just think of someone being aware of that the leverage that a woman can particularly have on you under the right circumstances. But it looks like Destiny, his belief of red pill is men who hate women, objectify women, and use women for validation, and hate sex and not good at sex, and just a bunch of guys doing pay for play. But Destiny is involved. You know, he's paying for his wife. And I can prove it in a couple minutes.
That you've got like a chick with you? Like, is that how rare it is? Is that how uncommon it is? Is that how important it is for you to know that everybody else knows you're getting laid? Like, who the cares? It is so unbelievably cringe. Oh my God, it is so cringe. I'm so over it. I'm so over all of it. I'm out,
blue pill rage.
Out of those spaces. Thank God. Holy shit, thank God. Oh.
He's delivered.
Rolo said you were behind Fresh and Fit getting demonetized. Why would you ever think I would, if you wanted to speak in code, okay? If you were trying to pass secret messages off to another country and you were a spy,
now it's rumored that he played a part in getting them kicked off, but I don't think so. Destiny is not the cause for Fresh and Fit getting kicked off. And someone said, does Henry think he's red pill? Look, I am red pill. You will never see me getting married. You will never see me living with a woman. You will never see me having kids. I will make sure there is no woman walking this earth that can gain leverage over me whatsoever. I understand that relationships are transactional, and I'm going to have to pay in some form or fashion. Hell, I went out this weekend, I paid. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not ashamed about it. Now, it wasn't like cash to cash, you know, hand, but you have to pay. You're going to pay with time. You're going to pay with an experience. What, you know, what form of payment are you using? Not every woman is going to want cash. They're going to be like, TJ or Habala. They're going to be like, Habala, what are we doing this weekend? You like, I want you to buy me dinner and I want you to take me to Top Golf and all this stuff. And then at the end of the night, if you do all that, and Habala will say, well, I got the sex for free. And I'm just like, well, what about the Top Golf? What about the dinner? Did that cost money?
All you have to do to encode that message is start it with Rolo said, because no sane person on planet Earth would give a fuck about anything that would follow those two words.
And look, guys, I know who Rolo Tomasi is, the godfather of red pill, if you will. But you know, I'm Coach Gang. I'll just say that.
I'm not in favor of Fresh for getting demonetized. I don't think they should have gotten demonetized. I'm not here championing it. I was never plotting it. Actually, and if you ask Fresh and Fit, when I was in their studios, when they were thinking about shooting stuff, I was literally saying things like, hey, I don't know if you should do this. This is scary. I don't know if you should have this on stream. I don't blah, 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 blah. So no, off. I'm always giving, I'm not like Myron's like mentor or coach or anything, but like if he's asking me, if I'm in the studio, I'm always giving my opinion on stuff they can do to avoid getting in trouble.
Look, guys, the demonetization shit, I guess that shit was coming. They got warned and they didn't heed the warnings and now they demonetize.
Was your breakaway moment for leaving the red pill when you realized you could name every cosmetic surgery modern life dating had ever gotten but didn't know who Vivek Ramaswamy was? Destiny, I can't believe you're so much more knowledgeable about an area that you've been like intimately engaging with for the past 6 months, but you didn't know about the new whatever candidate. Wow. What an absolutely epic own. Oh my God. Oh, my face just got melted off with how much of a epic and simply Eben, my friend. Oh my God.
I mean, the antics, right? The antics are entertaining, right? He is animated. I can understand why he has a large audience, but the red pill stuff, I'm like, bruh.
I don't think that was
straight at all.
What the hell?
Get my headphones.
Hold on. Give me a second.
All right.
I'm getting hacked right now. Is Coach Gang hacking my shit? Give me a second. All right. Sorry, that was my phone. All right, let's keep going.
An own? It was. Jay just thinks the only reason I did the red pill arc was to f women. And that was only like 20% of the reason I did it. Because I'm already his mom. Every single.
Okay, he's not banging anyone's mom, but it's a good.
When it comes to dating, we always ask ourselves questions about what we can do to impress women, but never the other way around. I've always wondered why can't women ask men on dates? That almost never happens.
Now, here we go. Look at it. Listen to his response.
Because usually women are selective and the chances of rejection are smaller. I think women are generally a little bit more okay kind of being on their own. So like the onus is usually on men to push a little bit more. And yeah, I don't know, that'd be my guess.
All right, so when it comes to being red pill, there are websites where men sign up, and guess what? Women will pursue you. I'm not going to name the websites, but if you're part of Coach Gang, you probably know one of them. But generally, by and large, if you have some type of leverage, you look good, you have some money, you go on the website, and I promise you, women will be flooding your goddamn inbox with, hey, how you doing? I want to get to know you. When can you take me out? So, but if you're like on Bumble or Tinder or shit like that, the women there are not trained or maybe unaware of, they may have the leverage. They may feel like they have the leverage because they got a bunch of simps in their inbox. However, there are other websites that men sign up for, women sign up for, and men have all the leverage. You just sit there, you wait, and it's just layup after layup after layup after layup after layup in your inbox and say, hey, those are the worst kind of women, though. Not really. Not if you vet them. You vet them. You vet them good. You're not looking for the women who got the peace leave for the 40. But there are some apex predators on these goddamn websites. And someone said sugar daddy websites. You think Leonardo DiCaprio goes on a website, or do women pursue him? And you like, but guess what? What if I told you it sounds like it's there are other Leonardo DiCaprios that have his same philosophy, 18 to 25, and then he cuts them off out there.
Basically, we should do nothing and watch the men suicide rates skyrocket. Bay's not gonna lie, fewer men, fewer competition. What do you mean we should do nothing? What you don't want advice on like even what to do? I don't know, bro. Figure it out. Good luck.
Look,
the internet has ruined people. Okay, the internet has ruined your ability to socialize.
To a degree, maybe. But guys, if you're struggling dating, I'm telling you, focus on doing something. Focus on something that's going to make you a lot of money. Women are a byproduct of money, if you will. And people like Destiny may act like it's not, but it 100% is. You take the money away from Destiny, you take the audience away from Destiny. Does he have the same wife? Does he have her?
Nope.
No.
But I don't think most of you guys are even looking for answers. You're just looking for things that like feel good. You're looking for like fantasies of like hyper masculinity and blah 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 blah. So you'll just keep following like content creators that are never going to give you good advice, that don't even get laid that much themselves, on like the worst possible things I could tell you, because you just want to hear like the hero story or whatever. But knock yourself out, do that until you kill yourself, and then I don't have to look at you in chat anymore. Make sure to hit the reset button before you do it though. Yeah, listen to Destiny. Who cares if his own wife gets by random men? It's not a big deal. It is insane to me. First of all,
now look, guys, we got two people. We got Sable Bunny, and I think maybe Sable Bunny may have been in my email and I may have responded. It's not all women. Sure, you're gonna have some people like Francis. You're gonna have your Sands, your Cheyennes, who money probably they're not looking for. But by and large, let me not say all women, most women, okay, are a success of. You get them with money. Hey, you got money? Shit, you can get women. Like you think the women that XQC comes across like him for him? And I get it. People say that if you're red pill, you're an incel, guys. I'm far from an incel. Incels, if you guys don't know, are guys who want to have relationships with women, but by and large, they cannot. Maybe they're socially awkward. Maybe they have a hygiene problem. Maybe they don't have their money up. There's a number of reasons for incels, but I'm not here for the incels. If you're an incel, you're probably black pill. And I think that's what Destiny is talking about. The black pill guys, they hate women, no dating women, no spending dollars on women. That's black pill. I'm red pill, but I'm not like a jerk about it. I'm not like an asshole. I'm not like, well, it is what it is. But guys, better yourself, get your money up, get a skill, and you can get pretty much any woman you want. You like, hey, now you may not be able to get Francis or Sand or, some men too. Now look, we're not talking about men, but you think Halle Berry is getting guys because of, how she look? Come on. Anyway.
I am in an open relationship. I've been in a relationship for 4 or 5 years. It is crazy to me, the insecurity and the projection that you have to drool so much over my relationship choices when you're probably a virgin, right? You understand that the majority of people in red pill spaces join those spaces because they can't get girls, right? If you're a normal, well-adjusted guy and you've got a job, you don't go to red pill spaces.
Maybe.
These are not spaces that are made for healthy, well-adjusted men. They're for losers looking for answers. So the fact that anybody from that space would try to attack me or my life or my relationships, like, bro, come on. Like, do you think like maybe year 3 of this attack is finally going to get to him? Like, come on, dude. Really?
Now, here's the thing. I agree. You shouldn't attack his relationship. Who cares if, he has an open marriage or whatever. But the fact that he said red pill men are losers looking for answers who don't have sex. No, what happens ultimately, every guy in red pill has a red pill moment, a moment where they realize that maybe someone they loved and thought they loved them for them did not love them at all. And it was all transactional. Maybe he hasn't had that moment yet, or maybe he had that moment and he's overlooking it. Who knows? But typically guys in red pill have a situation that pushes them over there. For me, it was divorce. Now, I knew that, certain things about women and life and all that good stuff. But when I went through my divorce and I'm going through it with someone I thought who loved me and was going to be there for me and did not rob me in the end, they robbed my ass. You have that moment. Exactly. You have a moment. You have a red pill moment. And next thing you know, you're like, shit, I will never let this happen to again. Like, hey, me. And here's the thing, some people get divorced and get married again. And they think that because they're in an open marriage, that shit can't end the same. Well, time will tell. Just because you're married doesn't mean you won't get divorced. And remember, married people are always on the divorce clock.
Just look at who you are. You're walking out of like Incel Anonymous being like, now listen here, let me tell you about why I think you're miserable. Like, bro, come on. I am content with living the rest of my miserable life to its very end and make sure I will shorten yours. That gives me joy, not love, but hate fuels me. Oh, well, base, bro. I'll be looking out for you in the street. I got my P365 with me. We'll see who gets first draw, okay? I'm hyped. I'm hyped this down in Miami Beach. I never understood why men go on dates for sex. They put so much effort, waste so much money just for 50 seconds of pleasure, or that is just me anyway. Yeah, it's because they want the status and the validation of like fucking women.
No. I just want to get the fucking venom out, guys. When I go on dates with women, it's typically to end in sex. I'm now sure if we have a good time, great. I don't know where the status and validation is. I've never been the guy to say like let's just say I had sex with Tyra Banks. Would I tell you like, hey, yeah, guys, I had sex with Tyra Banks? No. Now, when I tell you a story from my past from women, I never say their name. I never put up a picture. I just, let you know who they were. And in fact, some people find out later in life that it was like, you had sex with her? I was like, oh shit, yeah, I did. I slipped up. But I'm not sure where he gets this red pill guys needing validation for sex.
If you are out of red pill space, then why did you go so soft on a FNF losing partnership? They themselves over and you were giving them benefit of the doubt. You said it's sad they're getting censored.
I didn't go soft on them at all. And I didn't, what are you talking about? I'll repeat my take verbatim. I don't like people getting demonetized or banned or whatever because of mean opinions or things that offend people or whatever. I don't think that's good. But who donated that? Who donated that?
now he's getting frustrated by people saying he went light on Fresh and Fit or whatever it is. And, the status on second marriages, I think is 70% or 69% likely to end in divorce. And I know Destiny is married and this may be a second time, but I would love to know. And I'm not trying to attack him personally or anything like that, but does he have a prenup in place with his current wife? And if so, why did he do it? And are prenups considered red pill or is that blue pill stuff? Let me keep going, guys.
Who donated that? I caveated my statement like 500 times in the hotel room. I said, what did I say? In chat, what did I say over and over and over and over and over again? Who remembers? What did I say over and over and over again? What did I say? What did I say?
Y'all are horrible in the chat.
None of you guys actually remember what I said? I mean, from a content creator standpoint, obviously it's sad.
All right, so he goes on to that. Now, let me show you how he pays. And you say, hey, there is nothing for free. And men who are married will always pay the most. And I'm not the guy to debate him, but I'm just out here to prove a point that he may not be pay for play with his wife, but he's paying in other ways. And he's about to basically say why. And this would probably, if I'm a red pill guy arguing this, you're like, hey, if you didn't have a wife, you wouldn't have to pay this absorbent amount of money.
Listen, I've lost my wife. Okay. Communist Sweden. The conservatives were right. Okay. So Sweden, the communist country of Sweden. Okay. Not only are their taxes insane, all right, which is whatever. You get a lot of services. That's okay. Not only are their taxes insane. Melina and I have been struggling to sort out like everything going on.
For those who don't know, his wife is in Sweden facing some tax crime allegations or something to that. And he is about to give you the story and what he did to help her, if you will.
For the past 2 or 3 years. It's difficult to figure out like where does she have to pay taxes to, where, like how do we account, blah, blah, blah. It's been a fucking nightmare. So for the taxes, we've paid all the taxes, everything for the last 3 years in Sweden and for the last 2 years in the United States. Okay. I have paid all the taxes owed as though Melina is taxed as a U.S. citizen, or my wife, basically. And I've manually paid. I just wired another 100,000 USD to the Swedish goddamn IRS like 2 or 3 months ago.
You see that? What did they say? Married men pay the most. He just wired $100,000 to goddamn Sweden. And as a red pillar, you say, well, look, man, you know, I don't believe in marriage anymore and I would never get married. And if it was someone that I was dealing with, that problem would be that she in a bind.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
She will forever be in a bind. And this is where you say, hey, can she pay her own taxes? Why do you have to pay it? These are the red pill arguments to say, hey, you want to be red pill. You want to stay away from this. You want to stay away from that. And marriage will get you, married men pay the most. And you like, God damn, Henry, I think did I just prove he just paid? I mean, I don't know, you know, I'm just saying, is she going to pay him back? Now he's about to talk about the money and he has no idea if he'll even get the $100,000 back. Now look, granted, he's a millionaire. He could probably care less about $100,000. And I am not the person to be debating him, but just as a novice red pill content creator myself, I'm just pointing out the fact that he is actually paying. Literally.
To give them their pound of flesh that I thought I was getting back. My expectation is that money is coming back once they sort out all of her bullshit, because she shouldn't be paying taxes in 2 places. Okay. So I felt like her last tax guy was not.
So there you have it. I do not need to play the whole thing. Maybe I'll clip this and maybe get a response. I don't know. I'm not trying to debate Destiny. Now you like, well, Henry, if you ain't trying to debate Destiny, who should debate Destiny? Well, I would love to see this guy debate Destiny, if you will.
This is what a lot of young men in their 20s don't understand because they don't know what they're going to lose. They can't measure it. Once you're 40 and you've accumulated things and you have leverage, you have position at a company, and a woman says, hey, I want to marry you, and you will know what you're going to lose. And at that point, you can make a conscious decision whether to engage in a state-funded marital contract.
Yeah.
That's leverage. Most men get married without the leverage.
Did you have a prenup when you got married?
I was married at 28, 27, so absolutely not.
I did not have one.
Nope.
And if you ever get married again, would you get a prenup?
I would advise
Clearly,
every
yes?
man. I mean, listen, a prenup is somewhat of a protection. It's just something to fight over in court. If there's something to be there, she could just fight it, and now you lost on the money, right? But I did not. I would encourage men to do so. This is what a lot of young men in their 20s don't understand.
If you don't know, this is Coach Greg Adams. He's probably one of the best red pill debaters walking the earth. And if Destiny should want to debate someone about red pill stuff, CGA is the one to do it, not me, guys. I'm a fucking novice at this shit. But here's the thing: when you come against CGA, there was a guy who went against CGA, and if you will, he went against him a while ago, right? And his name is Hafiz. And what happened with Hafiz after he went against CGA, if you will, he no longer He no longer is on YouTube anymore. Okay, he's done. This is the last guy.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
Everyone probably know him. He used to be really, really popular. His channel got over 500,000 subs, but he went against CGA and it didn't go too good. He actually ended his goddamn career. So put some RIP Hafizis in the chat and all that good stuff. So let's keep it going, guys. I mean, I don't want to play his look. Hafiz went out bad, guys. He like, don't listen to these red pill nihilistic guys.
Cool, right? It's great to get information, but man, it has been so exceptional to actually been spending all these years with all these guys. A lot of them used to watch the roommates back in the days, and for us to live life together, grow, transform our lives, and to leave a strong legacy. So with a very, very heavy heart, I'm here to announce I will no longer be doing content on the roommates page. Chris will continue doing content on this page, but I will not, because I am transitioning into a different season. But I'm not gonna leave you guys with nothing. With the guys of the standard, we did a live podcast series with some of my favorite.
Coach was smoking on that Hafiz pack. Now look, that's all I wanted to say for that. Let's get to XQC shit. Let's go. Put some goddamn XQC L's in the chat. Let me get this shit up for you guys. Look, everyone putting the RIP bozo. Look, you see, you go against CGA, you might end up getting a Hafiz treatment, man. I'm just trying to, a lot of people, sometimes people don't put respect on CGA's name. And I'm here to put some
respect on my name.
Put some respect on CGA's name. Now let me check some stuff. Oh, Jesus, Jiminy Jilliker's Batman. What the hell is going on? Whoa. What, bro? Oh my goodness. Someone got me. Someone got me, guys. There's a channel called XQCL Clips. And they got my ass good. All right, they got me good. Let me make sure I have everything. Give me a second. I got to pull some documents up for you guys. But what do you guys think of the current stream so far? Big Dub, Big L. My daughter supposed to be calling me in like 4 minutes. Who the hell texted me? Okay. All right. Cool. I got to pull up. I only really need to pull up. I need to pull up a couple documents. You like, shit, Henry. Why are you pulling up these goddamn documents all the time, Henry? Well, guys, because you like seeing the documents. I pull them up just for reference. Just for reference. Goddamn, it's so hard to find them. Proposed order. God damn, why do I be having so many goddamn documents? All right, I'll find it. Give me a second. Application. Case summary. Yep, we need that. Open with Chrome. Yep. That's one. Order. Open with Google Chrome. All right. I know a lot of people are wondering what the hell's going on here. I'll check the court website live. So you guys can see. I know you guys are pretty knowledgeable. You guys have figured out how to check it too. And I know XQC recently said he has nothing going on until the 1st. Give me a second. 3153 FC1. All right, so the case is still active. I have it up. I'm going through it right now. And I can put it on screen for you guys. I know a lot of people are worried, right? Like, what the fuck is going to happen at XQC? What, Henry? People be clipping Henry. Yeah, some people do. I'm here to contemplate how come I don't have a fucking Stay Resilient shirt. Francis, I can get you one. I think I owe you one. If you guys don't know, Francis actually designed these shits. People say I hate women. If you look at most of my mods, with the exception of Dust, are women. The people who support me, Timestamp Tiff is a woman. I don't think if I hated women, these women would actually be helping my channel grow or anything like that. All right, so if you if you see the court docket, you see this shit's canceled. All right, you're like, hey, what the hell? It's canceled. When is the trial date? Okay, now. Okay, Dust. Look at Dust. He kicking in for her. He's kicking in. He says, please send Frances a Stay Resilient shirt she wants to represent. I have offered to send her ass a Stay Resilient shirt. You don't hate women. Look,
please
saying
send Frances a Stay Resilient shirt. She wants to represent.
I will. If she send me her size, I think I offered and she said no. I'll talk to Frances after. You do owe me one. God damn, man. Women, boy, I tell you, boy. Women, man. Nah, it's all jokes. I'll definitely send you one, Frances. I'll hit you up after stream. All right. So, anyway, looking at his court docket, you see it's canceled, and he did say on stream, if you don't remember, when he had when the dockets were available or whatever. Damn it, this ain't the one. Shit. This ain't the most recent one. Well, here's the thing. He was scheduled to have court on the 28th and 29th. And this is not the most recent one. Do you guys really want me to pull up the most recent one? I would have to log into my server and get everything on. I know, like classic Henry. Like, guys, I've had so many copies of this. It just gets crazy sometimes. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. They like classic Henry. You guys seen it. If you've been following my goddamn content for a while, you know I have all this shit. You know I do. I'm like the only one who actually is looking into it. But here was the thing. It's a 2-day trial. It's a 2-day trial. Okay. I'm sorry. These are the judge's notes. Y'all looking at the goddamn judge's notes. Now look, guys, when you see these judge's notes, it's all my writing, guys. It's never the judge's notes. And look, someone said, I don't believe you, show please. Come on, man. Why y'all fucking doing this to me? All right, look, here's the thing. He said he has something to do on the 1st. All right. And what does he have to do on the 1st? Where is it at? This should be, there you go, right there. So on the 1st, when he's in Texas, I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this unless there is a judge that says, yes, it's going to be tossed out. This is the hearing for the family violence. Okay. And it's September 1st, 9 a.m. Here's the thing. All my XQC fans, we need to be on XQC watch. You know, I wish he would actually do us a favor and give us a smoke signal that he's going to court via a fucking picture of him in a suit. I'm just saying. Well, I don't know. Someone hating in the chat. All right. So here's the thing, guys. As a juicer, what can you do to support? I think this date, because if you guys remember, let's go to the other one. Shit, is it canceled? Right here. They had a hearing on the 26th, right? The hearing was scheduled on the 26th right here. And this is the same date of this, see, 7/26, right? This 7/26 hearing was for everything. The family violence and the divorce. And if you go to the top of this, you would notice that this was signed off on the 26th. And this was not just some formal in-person stuff. Everyone responsible was there. And we know that because we got Adept's doofy ass heart signature at the bottom that was signed in person. Okay? So, what I suspect, and I can't confirm, and I hope no one shows up to the goddamn court trying to take pictures or interfere with this judicial process of this RP divorce filed by Adept. We heard Fran say that this shit was going to get tossed out. It is very possible and 100% likely that the court date for the first is going to encompass both the marriage and the family violence charge. So when you say that, hey, he's going to be here, chances are it's going to be on the first. Now, someone asked me, did she drop the marriage claim or whatever? The answer is no.
Nope.
No. Season 3 is incoming. 100%. After this court date, all we need is some type of confirmation from XQC to give us that things went in his favor, i.e., a picture inside the Texas home. So there are things he could do without doing them, okay? What happens if the judge doesn't toss it out? He's fucked for life. And here's the thing, right? I suspect it's getting tossed out. Two things. Fran said it's getting tossed out or has been tossed out. And two, I showed you the order where it was on some sua sponte bull crap. Give me a second. I'll pull up the order. Oh shit, I got the Fran clips? Damn, I do got the Fran clips. Give me a second while I pull this shit up. Now look, I'm thinking about doing a big XQC court doc review on Wednesday or Thursday. I won't have my daughter. Open with Google Chrome. Should pop up. All right. So here is the proposed order, right? Remember, this is July 16th. This happened on June 9th. So what was this? 7 weeks later, they seal it on sua sponte, and everyone is agreeing it's for the safety. It's sealed. And I showed you the video where I said these family violence charges. A lawyer literally explained it on stream that you do not want to get charged with family violence because it can never be erased from your record. Okay? This will never be erased from your record. So, when a family violence charge is sealed, as in you can't even get the docket information, okay? You can't even get the docket information. You're like, well, I want to see the docket. You know, this report that I have right here, this right here, where it just gives you the case summary. You can't even get this on the family violence charge. Okay, you know how I know? Because I requested it. And they told me,
nope.
Now, previously, when I requested, it would always go through. And family violence and domestic violence, the difference, I'm not sure. But I did have the lawyer explain that family violence charges stick with you forever. That's why I said, hey, it's really messed up that she put this family violence charge on him, because not only does it stick with him forever, it could prohibit him from owning a gun for forever. It's so many different stipulations that come in place. And we all know this part right here that happened where it was prohibited from, where XQC was prohibited from posting any photo, video, or other content that depicts applicants or applicants' residence to any form of social media. Now, he leaked the goddamn address, and he said, in his words alone, there will be no repercussions. So what does that mean? What does that mean? If I said, hey, what he did is a clear violation of his protection agreement, and for him to come on stream and say there will be no repercussions, that means something has changed. Something has changed significantly. Now, Parasocial Observer, the Twitter account, is miraculously gone now. So we really can't even get any good information, if you will. And my man Jax, he pulled up the goddamn the domestic violence thing. Let's see what it says. Domestic violence refers to violent behavior between current or former intimate partners, typically where one partner tries to exert power and control over the other, usually through fear. it can include physical, sexual, emotional, social, verbal, spiritual, and economic abuse. Family violence is a broader term that refers to violence between family members, which can include violence between current and former intimate partners, as well as acts of violence between parent and child. Now, here's the thing when it comes to this family violence stuff, I suspect, remember, you're talking to a person who's going through a RP divorce, right? So if you're going through a RP divorce, you're going to file a family violence charge and not domestic violence, because domestic will indicate you're not family. You're not husband and wife. You see, she's not as, you know, what you would think. Like, she's very smart, guys. Very smart, if you will. So thank you, Jack, for looking that up. But I strongly suspect this September 1st is where it will all go down. Watch XQC. See if he freaking, like, he could do so much more. He could send smoke signals if he really wanted to. He's like, hey, Henry, I got your message. Someone watched the stream. You said take a picture with a suit if I'm going to court. And then you see the picture, then you correlate the court is happening without him saying, hey, I'm going to court today. You know what I'm saying? Her lawyer is smart. I mean, they're all trying to get XQC's money. Her lawyer, his lawyer is trying to get, he's not trying to get his money. He's actually trying to defend him. And what happens, and my lawyer can contest to this, and any lawyers in the chat, they'll tell you the same, is when you're representing a man in a divorce, you're on the defense. You have no leverage, and your goal is to stop the bleeding. Okay? How is X able to gamble? Because the money's not his. As he said in stream. I just didn't cut a video, guys. Here's the thing. I went on vacation. My editor went on vacation. So even though we covered the gambling, I never put out a video on it. Blink twice if you think you're in trouble anyway. Uh-oh, is my daughter calling? Oh, work stuff. All right. Judge would not seal the case if the case would go in XQC's favor. That's the thing, right? Who wanted, like, guys, let's be candid here. Let's have an open and fucking honest conversation. Who does sealing the case benefit? XQC or the RP, the person role playing divorce? That's a great question. Can he be kicked out the US? You would have to check the visa stuff, because typically they don't put criminals back in here, right? I would have to think about that. So if you have one person saying seal the case and one person saying keep it open, usually the person who's saying seal the case under this guise of safety, even though they fucking airdrop their location and tag where they are on Instagram, hey, I'm right here. Hey, I'm right here. You would think that that's the person who wants this case sealed. Think about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. When the case started, Amber Heard wanted it sealed. She wanted no cameras, no anything. Johnny Depp did not. He wanted the complete opposite. Why did he want the complete opposite? So everyone could see exactly what the hell he was dealing with. This is the same thing for XQC and Adept. Not one chance has XQC ever said seal the case. He has filed not one document saying seal the case. Not one. Trust me, I would know. Now, did he agree for the case to get sealed? Absolutely, because he knew there was no dice. Once someone came on stream, pulled the blicky, and said they wanted to protect XQC, it was over. But to be honest, the sealing of the case did not come from the blicky. It came from the fucking court of public opinion. When people start seeing her for the gold digger, opportunistic person that she is, that's when the seal of the case shit start coming out. When the tides begin to change. When she started popping up at his house talking about the court order. And I, in my heart of hearts, think I showed it on goddamn video when she said, I never expected anyone to know. Not only was she talking about her cheating with XQC and them seeing each other, she never expected anyone to know anything about this divorce. She never expected anyone to know that she wanted alimony. She never expected anyone to know that she wanted the cars, that she was on the title. There were so many things that she never expected people to know, because now people look at her different. Now people don't fucking trust her. She's about to get the outcast treatment in the Twitch community. As soon as this is revealed that that they were never married, the Austin shit is done. It's done. It's done for her. You think Adriana Lee got it bad or Nova Rue got it bad? It's going to be 10 times worse, because guess what? She was at the heights. Adept was at the heights of streaming when she was with XQC. And as soon as this goddamn divorce came out, guess what? Shit start going down, 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 down. You look at her, she openly admits that she's been recording people. She's got 720 pictures of XQC's phone, allegedly. She has folders and folders of people, of her contacting people. Are you going to invite someone who records people to your fucking parties? Are you?
Nope.
Do you want them around you? No. Do you want to be on the phone with them? No. Are you going to be friends with them? Hell no. Unless you support the bullshit that she's doing, or you're on her team, or you think she's the fucking victim, or you buy her crocodile tears, shit like that, then yeah, you're going to be around her. But the real people, they want nothing to do with her. She's going to be at the next streaming awards. Is Cutie Cinderella going to bring her back in her good graces? Is she going to be fucking front row getting tickets? Probably not.
Nope.
Right? What XQC say? You want to be on the right side of history. And the right side of history is not supporting people trying to take other people's money. I'm telling you. And, you know, I really wish someone would have talked her out of it. I really do. I sincerely do. Because I don't think she knew what was going to happen. Maybe she did know what was going to happen and didn't care. And I know XQC offered her a settlement, allegedly. And I didn't clip the video, guys. I put so much content in these goddamn live streams, and people don't watch them, and I get it. It's a lot of content. It's like 3 hours in the last hour, or the first 15 minutes, or this or that. And some people just watch the videos. But the fact of the matter is, all of this shit could have been avoided. Just like NMP said. Remember this? Hey, what did he say? Right here. All this shit could have been avoided.
But like, for example, like I saw a couple days ago, like someone on Twitch was crying over some bullshit. I did not feel any bit of sympathy for them, you know, because they really put themselves in that position themselves.
And that's exactly what she did. No one told her to file for divorce. No one told her, but she did it. You know why? Greed. And in the end, you have to ask yourself, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Now, here's the thing, right? In all honesty, this shit could have went one or two ways. She could have took the settlement, allegedly, or whatever he offered her at the time, and just went away to do her own thing and, you know, go off into the existence of, you know, non-important and all that good stuff, and no one would have batted an eye. But you couldn't. You know, you want to say narcissist, opportunistic, Fran was opportunistic. What are you doing? You're saying you're married and it's only you? I don't... Like, who thinks she's married? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she's married, guys. A 1 in the chat if you think she's goddamn married. 1 in the chat. Anyone. Just a 1-1. Just give me 1-1 in the chat if you think she's married. So, you guys watch her. Look, guys. 7 months ago, I had no idea who she was. Not one. Some people have been watching XQC for years, months, way before I even came on the scene, way before you guys even knew about me. You guys would know if she was married more than I would. And if you can't say it, and he not saying it, and it's only her and a couple friends who have a vested interest in her getting married. Come on, look, someone said, I've been watching for 6 years. They never seen married. Now, I'm just saying, man, she fucked up. You know she fucked up. XQC knows she fucked up. Everyone can see she fucked up. And when this shit comes crashing down on her, expect more tears, expect more victim shit, expect more sad music, expect more ads if you try to follow her, expect more people getting blocked as she created an echo chamber of simps in her chat. It's just going to be horrendous, guys. Look, he told someone said he told they were married. No, they said a common relationship. I got the court docs. I don't even have to tell you. You guys want me to pull up the goddamn court docs and I can tell you exactly what the fuck was said? Like, oh man, let me see. Oh, sometimes I just be like, guys, they were never married. Even in the court docs, she couldn't say they were married. Give me a second. Trial order. Remember I was like, her own mother couldn't say they were married. And I was like, oh no, they were married. First amended temporary motion. Is that it? Hold on, let me go full screen so I don't like expose. You know how y'all be like, hey, you leak. We saw it, motherfucker. We saw it. No, this is her asking for fucking money and shit. Like here's some old. Here's some old. Here's some old. Hold on. Let's act like this shit didn't happen. All right. Where are we at? Remember this? Like this is what I don't like. Right? This is what I don't like about her, about this whole shit that everyone wants to brush off or act like that shit don't exist. Right here. Like these, look through A through fucking D. A through D. This is an old document. This is from fucking January. Submitted by her attorney before they got it sealed. What is she asking for? Fucking, hey, I'm poor. I can't afford to pay attorney's fees.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
What the hell is this? She wanted appraisals, accountants, actuaries, and set forth. She don't got no fucking money. Okay. What else? Hey, has insufficient income to support for petitioner request a court order to XQC to make payments to support her until her final decree. So you want spousal support? Okay, so look, if you can't afford your goddamn lawyer and you can't afford to live, how is the goddamn case still going on? Why you ain't drop it? Huh? What the fuck is this? Oh, what else? Hey, I want an exclusive use and possession of the following vehicles. Okay? And that XQC be prohibited from entering, accessing, or otherwise exerting any control of a BMW and a Tesla. Like, it's only one person. Why does she need two cars? It's shit like this, right? That people just like, hey, and I want him to not drive the McLaren. It's kept in good working condition because she's on the title, which XQC explained that she was supposed to sign off on the title. So, like, guys, man, this shit it drives me crazy that this shit is happening. No one wants to speak on it. Now, I get it, right? I get it. Some big streamers want to see until this goddamn case is over. They're like, hey, I'm not talking about it until the case is over. Well, I could talk about it. Hey, look, big streamer, how do you feel about her requesting exclusive use of the vehicles? How do you feel about her requesting spousal support? How do you feel about her requesting attorney fees? How do you feel about that? This is actual factual shit. How do you feel about it being granted? How do you feel about XQC being ordered to continue to pay for her to drive the Tesla? You have an opinion on that? Does anyone have an opinion on that? When did this shit end? No one wants to talk about it. Oh, well, maybe XQC told him not to talk about it. But you cannot just escape this shit. Austin is a very small place. All these fuckers are neighbors. All these big streamers are neighbors. You can literally take a bike and go from house to house to big streamer after big streamer. And someone said, look, why two cars? This is how you know they already want an unfair advantage, right? You can just say, I just want to use the BMW. And he can have the Tesla. No. I want both cars. And guess what? She ain't on the fucking title of these. She is not on the title. You know how I know? Because I have her original affidavit. The only thing she says she's on the title of is this right here. So why in the hell does she want these two cars, which she's not on the title of, and for him to not drive the car she's on the title of? Like I said, man, this shit is it is bonkers. It drives me crazy. And XQC is just going through it. He's tanking it. He's tanking it in the end. And people are, put some XQCLs in the chat. And she gets to stay in the house via the protective order. And he has to continue to pay the bills. So she can literally be living rent-free in Texas, living her best life, driving his cars, eating up his resources. And this is how the courts award spousal support without awarding spousal support. Is there a check he has to cut her every month? No. But what does he have to do? He has to keep paying the goddamn Tesla bill. He has to keeping the lights on in the house he's not living in, the gas, the electricity, all that good shit. And no one cares. Trust me, no one cares. No one's batting an eye. No one's feeling sorry for him because he's a millionaire. He should just tank it all. He should just tank it all. Like, hey, what about all these other requests? He can't provide copy. I wish he could provide copies. I wish he could provide me some copies. I want to see her goddamn evidence. Hold on, this is my daughter. Hey, baby. How are you? What are you doing?
I'm hanging on the pillow.
You hanging on the pillow?
Uh-huh.
Did you have a good day today?
Yes, I'm hiding on the pillow.
Who are you hiding from?
Mommy.
Is this around my neck? That's your net worth. That's your net worth around my neck. What is this around my neck? That's your fucking net worth, bitch. Shut up. That's a truthful statement. Shut up. Shut up.
You see this shit? You see it? Sorry, guys. I had to talk to my daughter. But who's talking about this? Oh, come on, man. Not that. Don't be putting that in the chat. It's chill. Chill with that. But guys, what is this? Does anyone care? Is anyone gonna comment? Is anyone gonna go to X's defense and say it's messed up? Like, is it just me, a small ass streamer, who has whatever? She don't even want him gambling because she says it's his fucking money. You know why she don't want him gambling? Because she's petty. She know he enjoys it. She wants to take away the thing he loves the most. Hey, I don't want him gambling. I don't want him buying jewelry, or I don't want him flexing on me. But she making goofy ass videos like this right here. This goofy ass shit.
Is this around my neck?
Cause she jealous.
That's your net worth. That's your net worth around my neck. What is this around my neck? That's your fucking net worth, bitch. Shut up. That's a truthful statement. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
You see this shit?
You're dumb.
Now what does she do? What does she do, guys? You guys know.
Actually, I did buy a wedding ring. Actually, I did buy a wedding ring.
Where is my clip? All this goofy shit right here. And she go from
You're
that,
mad. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Because I'm wearing your house on my wrist.
She go from that to this right here.
What's that song that we were just listening to?
That to this. Quickly. What's this shit? Remember this? You remember this? You know how hard it was watching Amber Heard and Johnny Depp?
In Messages to Parker.
Remember this shit? You guys remember, right?
It's like...
No? How do you go from that to this?
It's so convenient, because I've been going through this for a year. For a year silently, I've been going through everything.
Bitch, shut up. Oh, God.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, my goodness. Guys, I'm telling you, I just can't take it sometimes. I can't take it. You go from making fun of him. First, you wanna take his money. Then you want to make fun of them. Then you want to goddamn get on here and cry victim. This shit, you can't make this shit up, man. This script is crazy. Trust me, after court, it's gonna get even crazier. And we'll go back to this. I'll do a fucking review of all the court docs that I have. I mean, you remember the judge's orders? I think someone said this was the funniest shit I ever did or whatever when it comes to this case. This was the ruling, guys. This was the ruling, if you will. Someone said this was the funniest shit I ever did. I don't know. Maybe you guys agree. I think September 1st. September 1st is the last known court date. September 1st. What does it say? Remember when the judge was like, hey, when she asked for all that shit and the judge filed, hey, gosh. When she asked for lawyer fees and the judge was like, no lawyer fees, motherfucker. Pay your own shit. No spousal support. We already gave you exclusive use of the goddamn cars. We already said no talking to Henry. You know what I'm saying? You remember that all that shit? No talking about the case to Destiny. No buying drip. No more gambling. See, D was granted. He shouldn't be gambling. If you go back to the previous court docs, utilizing funds in his possession, or wearing apparel that is not necessarily, hold on. Yeah, utilizing funds in his possession to wager, gamble, or play games of chance. Now, here's the thing, right? He agreed to this or whatever. But remember, he already said that he doesn't gamble any money in his possession. So he went it, right? He's like, okay, I would not gamble any funds in my possession. And then she's like, oh, right, I got him to stop gambling. He just laughed at her like, oh, God. Yeah, the judge see through all this shit. That's why she requested a jury trial. Because you know the judge is not buying that they're married. So if you're going to put it in the judge's hands, who just denied you lawyer fees, spousal support, it's going to be an L for you. So you request a jury trial, hoping you can get 6 people to side with the parasite. It is beyond unreal. So whatever money he's using, it's never in his possession. Yo, I would love to send him a Stay Resilient shirt. What would you guys do, right? What would you guys do if XQC wore a Stay Resilient shirt on stream? That would be the biggest dub I could ever ask for in life. If he wore a Stay Resilient shirt, oh my goodness. Now here's the thing, right? If I really wanted one, I could send him one. If I really wanted to, I could send him one. But I would never do that. I would never use the information that's publicly available to send him something. Now look, if he was like, yo, Henry, send me one of them shits, I'll send it. I'll send it. I'm like, hey, what size you wear, man? What color you want? I'm like, what color you want, man? What P.O. box you want me to send it to, man? You know what I'm saying? Someone said size small. Goddamn. But anyway, I know you guys are wondering what's going on. So it looks like his next court date is September 1st. And as promised, we could probably do a review on the 30th or 31st. Both days I don't have my daughter. So because I don't have my daughter, it's easy for me to do that. And I want to actually test this one. What do you guys think of this background, this layout? Do y'all like it? I know my head look big as shit, but I'm over here testing things, if you will. And we'll see. So review Wednesday, having to show up in Texas or Cal. It's oh damn, I don't have my chat select on this screen. It's actually in whatchamacallit, Texas. Hairline clean though. It could be better. It could be better, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, guys. So anyway, I got to get out of here. I got another. Oh yeah, his VIP. What happened? Oh, guys, before we go, what happened to Parasocial Observer? I messaged some people about it. I didn't hear nothing back. What's going on with that? Anyone know? Anyone know what happened to Parasocial Observer? Because I'm about to get up out of here. We'll do all court doc reviews from cradle to grave on Wednesday or Thursday. FBI got him. Someone said they hit him with the XQC asking to delete. I think at least a few people saw people saying that on the community. Damn, man. Why? It was such a wealth of information and it confirmed some of the shit that I suspected. If for some reason she wins, will we know how much money she will get from him? Okay, so look, let's do worst case scenario, right? First, remember they bifurcate in the trial, so we kind of reviewed territory already. Let's go to the judge's thing right here. This is her words right here. Respondent filed a motion to bifurcate the trial. Here, you see it right here. Respondent filed a motion to bifurcate the trial. So the first order of business is to establish if they are married. Okay? So bifurcate the trial means one trial for marriage, one trial for community property, which is the McLaren. It looks like the McLaren only. And if she's deemed she's married, then they may put spousal support and lawyer fees back on the table, which I presume it's not going to happen. She's not going to be deemed married. But let's just say on the odd chance she's deemed married, she has to hire a forensic accountant to account for all the money that he made from August 25th, 2020. Was it August 20th, 2020? To today. To the present. And come up with a number that they have to spend. What does that say?
When everything is over, will the documents be unsealed and be made public?
I do not know the answer to that question. I'm sure. I am 1,000% positive that she is going to fight tooth and nail to keep these documents sealed as for public safety purposes. But if I am the Texas judge overseeing this case, I don't seal it. I'll just redact addresses. That's it. Hey, I'll redact addresses. And could he legally talk about it? Hell yeah, he can. He could if he really wanted to, but he won't, guys. He's not going to talk about it. I don't. If he talks about it, hopefully it's not encrypted, but he should talk about it. Look, oh man, remember I told you guys got to be follow along. In Texas, you are never considered separated. You're either considered married or divorced. So if she's deemed married, she will get a forensic accountant to go through every penny he spent. Now, I know he said he only makes $75,000 as an individual, but trust me, she will try to find a way to pierce whatever corporate veil he's hiding his money in or his money is in. So yeah, 50% of that stake deal, 100%. 100%. No lie.
I want to send XQC and Adept some Stay Resilient shirts.
If any of you were to send Adept anything, she would take it as a death threat and she would blame XQC for doing it. So do not send her anything. Do not even comment on her shit. And I know people be trying to comment on her stuff just to get banned and have a cool story, but you really guys shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that at all. I promise you. So bifurcating the trial. If she's married, she will hire a forensic accountant to go through all of his finances to come up with a number of how much money he earned from the day that they were married to today. Let's just say that number is 20 million. She will say, I'm legally entitled to 10 million. It is what it is. That's just how divorce works. That's why you just don't get married. Then you don't have to worry about this shit. So at least 75K or 6. All right. Anyway. All right, guys. Big review on some other day, Wednesday or Thursday. I can't really be for sure. If something else breaks, then I have to cover that. But Wednesday or Thursday, I don't have my daughter's birthdays, and those days will be a big review. So XQCL's in the goddamn chat. And, you know, just keep an eye on XQC. Join Henry Core because that's where all the shit breaks at as far as what's going on with him, what's going on with her. Henry Core, that should be lit. And I'm sure she's in there or her mod's in there or one of her simps or one of her parasitic supporters. And no Henry Ailes in the chat. I got it. Don't worry. I'll take that. If Jack posted it in Discord, I'll definitely make it a emoji for Twitch. All right, guys, be safe, be resilient, stay resilient. And I'll see you on the next stream, which is Wednesday or Thursday, unless some crazy shit happen. It'll be whenever I can. All right.